Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dex Save, the Exandrian Adventures. I am Andrew Lightwood, and I am your DM, and we have at the table...
Hey, I'm Jonah, and I play Garm, the Dragonborn Paladin.
I'm Brianna, and I play Note, the Kenku Rogue.
I am Kayla Lightwood, and I play Arana Nagaraman, the Genasi Druid.
I'm Will. I play the Orc Fighter.
I'm David. I play the Wood Elf Bard Jethro Chanson.
And last time we left off, the...
Breaking Geneva Convention.
Yep. Naturally.
The party had began investigating into the workings of the escaped prisoner, whose name escapes me at the moment because it is
Skin.
early. Huh?
Skin.
Yep.
I remember the name.
And we're looking about the town for different leads, only to be sent to the home of Nima Cinerid. Upon which, once they entered the house, they were ambushed by a hooded figure and more automatons. After defeating the automatons, they took the hooded figure prisoner and questioned him, and through the clever use of a charm spell by the bard, were able to fish out all the information they needed on what exactly had happened to Nima, because she had been missing for like 3 weeks, and where she is and what exactly they are looking for. They've been given a lead to go up to the Silver Falls, where Skin has taken refuge, and also where also Stallmast has been apparently hiding out.
We need the Wi-Fi password.
And so,
It's easier for me to type it in than to say it.
Definitely.
And so we pick up outside of the city the man that you had buried up to the neck in the dirt via your stone shape, I believe.
Mulder.
Get it
As
right.
per
I know
our...
both of them do kind of similar things.
Ish.
I get them confused.
Not like we haven't been using it for episodes now.
Garm, you had wanted to pull him out of the hole to finish him off because you didn't like just executing him like that. Only for Note to shove a dagger in his forehead.
Just through his throat.
He's dead. That's all that matters.
I was
Accuracy.
thinking an ear would be.
So now the man lays dead, his, brain matter slowly leaking.
Taste.
You do have a piercing.
Yeah.
I saw shiny and got distracted.
I've got 10 piercings altogether.
Alright, y'all. What you doing?
Did we do a camp yet?
On rest?
Yeah,
We rested at the end of that.
Lessons.
Alright, so you guys make your stone hut, your Motel 6, outside of Upperduke. As you all, which this will be the first time you would camp with them, Jethro. As you see, in a combination, Morzog
We are
and
well practiced by now. by the
Morzog
way.
and Note start using a spell that pulls slabs of earth out of the ground, and they eventually make this little octagonal roofed hut that they take refuge in.
We don't camp outside in the woods. We make our own little hotels.
We even
motels,
sometimes
along
make a border
the-
wall.
Yeah, or a moat, whatever we
Okay.
feel like that
Or for a
night. Yeah.
cave,
Who
we make a
knows?
wall.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's necessary. Okay. We actually
Hey.
made an entire cave one time. It was fun.
Yeah. We're out in the plains, a little bit of hills. We just found the tallest hill, and we're gonna make a cave. Whoosh.
I mean, it works.
It's a
I'm here
great
for it.
use of a cantrip.
So we've got Motel 6s working out.
Yeah. Back in Taldore. Because we just left them on the route for
Okay.
people to use as they travel.
I see. That's just kind.
Yeah. Well, we're going to come back and put up and start charging people.
Oh well,
We're
that's
gonna
less
Motel
kind,
6 it.
but I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Give you guys a year time skip, and the next thing you know, you started working on business plans. The Council of Taldore is all in on it.
Mhm.
Is getting a cut.
They get a cut.
Yep. So,
Fucking hell.
so we rest. We need to come up with a little plan for the strike on the mountain here.
I believe the plan was we were going through the chimney.
Well, okay, so my thought on it is either a couple options.
You had been given information about, and you have proof of a cave that sits behind the falls, where Nima had been getting guano from. And according to the guy that you had questioned, that's also where Skin is currently, with Nima.
Yeah, huh? So we were gonna go through the chimney.
Well, okay, so the thought was the distraction was the chimney, because I don't know if the bigger people in the party could fit down the chimney holes. I mean,
We don't
Santa
know
does
that.
it, but there's certain magic to it.
Ah, yes, Santa, the
Yes.
cleric
Little
of the
bit of
north
Yeah.
that delivers.
I was thinking, because supposedly the chimneys aren't that far from the entrance. We could take me, Jethro, and Garm as the door knockers. Send you and Note up. And take some of that fun little blasting powder and just drop it in the chimneys and make noise.
So let me just make sure I understand this. You would like to plan to split the party.
Yes.
Okay?
Not just willy-nilly split the party, a planned split the party.
Cool. So it'll go south. We'll have an extra 5 seconds before it goes south.
Yes, pretty much.
Quickly.
But
Got it.
unless you just want to go in and kick the door in, which I'm all for, but
He also had an idea. Since if we're going up the front, there's a cliff, and we can kind of throw robots over the side if we need to. Just, this is Sparta kick.
yeah, but the problem is we're going to be fighting. It's not heavily guarded up. We were told we wouldn't meet much opposition probably on the way up.
There
You
were
were told there were patrols though.
Yeah, but not much opposition, kind of thing. And it's more of assaulting into the cave that's probably going to be the problem than making it to the cave. My thought was with the blasting powder that we kind of nicked and had, that stuff may make big booms when it hits whatever forge or kitchen or whatever fires at the bottom, and then it's, oh shit, what is that?
Also, we don't have very much blasting powder. As I say, if we did, we could.
How many pouches do you have?
Equivalent of 2.
Yeah.
We could close
Well, so what you said. We had. She
Mm.
stole 3/4 of a cup, and you said that was the equivalent of about a pouch.
Or we can smoke them out.
Well, I was thinking if it would be split the party, I could be in one and you in the other, and we could go and close off the holes with.
Yeah, we could smoke them out if we wanted to too. Well, you can close off 2, drop it in the other one, then close that one off and make it back.
So this is a waterfall. We could close them all off and mold earth so the waterfall goes down the chimney. And just
Well, the
drown
chimney's
them.
at the very, very top.
Yeah, the chimneys are above everything.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably the smallest. Lower me down the chimney. I'll go off to the side and come up under the water. I'll just drown them out.
we'd like to be able to get in there. There could be a back way out the mountain that we don't know. I mean, we know main entrance to the cave kind of thing, but as far as we know, there could be another way out the back. They got chimneys.
There
and
are
shit,
multiple exits, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Or we can just strike force it. I mean, go in the middle of the night and knock, motherfuckers, open up the door, it's your and just kick in the door.
Coming in, pop bottles, stainless steel.
Yeah, I mean, either way works. I figured with the distraction we may have the advantage on the first round or so, but if not, I'm all for just, shit kicking the door in. Any other suggestions?
I mean, I think either way, we're probably going to be shit kicking the door.
Yeah, but do we want to
But-
do it with a distraction, or smoking them out towards us, or...
I mean, I think I would vote distraction, just because I think that advantage in the first. would
But
be
the
good.
only problem is that, like they say, it's splitting the party, and whereas it's planned splitting the party, technically it's still splitting the
Alright,
party.
well, if we are splitting the party, I'll go with the chimney group. And if it's a chimney, the thought is we probably won't even really have to light it. We might just have to drop it.
That's was my thing. Is if the chimney, if we can kind of just be like,
Whoosh!
just close them up, and whichever one's smoking, just be like, wee.
Well, they all coalesced into one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So either she'd have to shimmy her way down to the place where they converge.
we can just
and
drop
pick
them and hope
one.
it works. I don't know.
Well, I feel like if you just drop, if they all split and you just drop it down the very top, it could split up enough that it doesn't.
I thought we were gonna put it in a bag,
Oh, well,
so more
Not good.
effective.
Yeah.
But then it's just gonna go into whichever one is the most down, the most straight down, I should say.
Let me drop a torch. Whoosh.
Drop it, then drop the torch.
Yep.
Yeah. Just light it and drop it and just.
We got torches.
Mm. I don't know.
Do you have dimension door?
Nope, don't know what that is.
Not a high enough spell level. Be nice though.
Is it something I can get?
I don't know.
It's a spell.
It's a spell, but I don't know
I
if
don't
you
think-
specifically can
Is
get
it? Is it wizards?
It is not illusion or
Enchantment.
enchantment. So
Yeah.
it would have to be one of her higher levels whenever she has the opportunity to choose from more class or more spell schools. I think it's like a third or fourth level
It's a
spell. but
third, I believe.
Really useful. Teleportation to 500 feet away.
Yeah.
Great.
Just
You
a
Remi-
don't have to
me.
see the location either.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that though, because
Yeah.
you get shunted. If you go into a wall, you get shunted for a
But if you
ton
were
of
on the
force
other side of a
damage.
door and you're just like, I just want to go 10 feet.
Okay, so I got an idea.
Okay, what you got?
I have a spell called Tidal Wave.
Oh, fuck me.
So, in closed area, conveniently, tidal wave that bitch. At the very least, they're gonna take some bludgeoning damage and be prone.
Yeah.
You know, that's if they.
What level spell
make-
is that?
Third.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Druids are scary, man. That's why I like playing one in the one shot.
They are some Master of the Elements fucking Avatar.
Water's
The Last
also a thing.
Airbender.
Based on how uncomfortable Andrew got, I'm here for it.
Tidal wave is what, like a 300-foot wall of fucking water?
120 foot.
Okay.
No, it's tsunami is that one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Yeah. 120-foot wall of water that just goes.
The tsunami is a 50-foot wide, 300-foot high, 300-foot wide wall of water, and it just goes a direction.
I'm here for it.
Fire elementals take additional
What?
damage per every
Yeah.
like 5 feet of water.
So you just kind of want to flush the rats out, kind of thing.
Basically. I mean, it might take a couple down with it and it goes out the waterfall. They may or may not live after that. I don't honestly care. But the problem with it is that chick's held hostage in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I could do is cast it and go into it. Because I can move through water with
Yeah.
no difficulty since can see, and make sure that she doesn't end up, fucked.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, see,
Can-
we were told this
Can you
isn't
breathe
just
for
one big
somebody?
room, is it?
No, but
Give it
it would be
for-
essentially this and then go
Well,
back out via.
No,
via
I'm
this.
just
The-
asking as you've been
the-
able to go underwater,
what
can you
part?
breathe for somebody?
Just
Ah,
past
you
the
needed to?
waterfall into the cave. It's not just one
Since you
big
can
cave.
filter,
From
I
the
assume
from
you have
the
some sort of
description
gills.
you were given by the dude plus the
breathe
drawing that you
underwater.
have,
Mm-hmm.
So
it
you
is one
filter
big room.
air from
It's
the
just
water.
it's just a cave.
I don't know. That'd be up to DM's discretion.
What?
If I could breathe for someone else, like the
Underwater?
whole, because I can breathe
Oh.
underwater. If I can mouth
Share,
kiss,
yeah.
breathe for.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Yes would be the answer then.
There we go. We'll have to remember that too.
And since you can breathe underwater, you can essentially just like, as long as everybody is there, you can just walk over and breathe, and you don't have to worry about like, oh hey, how big's your constitution? Because you're just constantly giving air.
Okay, but then again, that would take my entire existence to do that. For her.
How big is that
But
cave opening? Do we know?
one hostage.
I'm sure.
Yeah. No, I can keep her alive. That's no problem. Does the map say? The map does not say. It do say.
Oh, no, it's good. I'm just I'm just abbreviating Orana's name to Illy. A lot. I know she would hate it, but like it's better than me writing it all out.
It's not that fucking long of a name.
If we need to, if you need the water down the hole, we can still do some redirecting.
I was gonna say, do you want to just flush it out the top and then just flush it? Is that what you want to do? Sure. Just flush it from the. You want to do it from the cave entrance, or do you want to do it from the chimneys?
My idea was the cave entrance, but the chimneys I could do a lesser spell.
With the same kind of impact?
No.
So for that spell, do you have to have existing water, or does it make its own?
I am water.
Yeah.
I constantly have water on my skin. Water.
Try to think.
Also, because of the spell's wording, it would make a wall of water and not a probably about 70,
How wide is that wall?
80%.
How wide is the wall?
10 foot wide.
Oh, 10 foot wide?
Yeah.
Gabby.
Okay, that changes some things.
30 feet long.
Yeah.
And 10 foot wide.
How high?
10 feet tall.
So if we ever want to go surfing,
It's a rectangle.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, the tsunami one goes up to 300 foot wide, 300 foot tall, 300 foot wide, or long and 50
And then
foot
you have to
deep.
get 20s.
Well, yeah, but that's like a 6th level, 7th level spell or some shit. So, I mean, I would suggest call lightning, but you know how that works.
Yeah, but I didn't figure it was big enough room.
You only
for
need
call
15
lightning.
feet. That's all you need.
we can make more room.
Not fast enough.
No.
Molder's great when we have time and we're not in combat, because it's a cantrip. It's instantaneous. It's but in combat you don't get as much useful out of it.
Did you?
And technically, it's directly above me. So I would have to be right in the middle of it.
Yeah, but it's a 60-foot cloud, so you got 30 foot that stretches out that you can strike from.
Did you end up taking message?
No,
No.
I haven't leveled or done anything, so
Oh.
all my spells are the same.
Do you happen to have anything like that?
I'm not prepared. No.
Yeah. We're kind of on a clock here to do this. It's not like we got a lot of time to plan. Otherwise, they may not be there when we go. So it's kind of a figure this out tonight and either next morning or next, evening.
Well, I was gonna say, because if someone did, I could do a scout.
Sneak your way up there.
Yeah.
I did stalk Featherfall if somebody's jumping down the chimney.
If you,
I'll say, what's our distance to the cave from where we're at?
Wait,
Yes, ma'am.
I can do one better.
Okay.
Ha ha ha, it's a ritual. Beast sense. I can send another. Wait, no. Is that the right one? Yes, I can make an animal do it so it doesn't endanger any of us.
yeah, because beast sense puts you in that animal's
Eyes.
senses.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we doing with the poor animal here?
Oomph used
I
that to...
essentially possess it.
I know,
So
but
it's-
what are we having it doing is what I'm asking.
I mean, animals go in caves, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm sure the people in the cave will try to shoo away an animal.
Well, it depends on the animal.
You can do a rat.
I mean, it
bat.
does say
Snail.
there's guano. It can just be a bat.
Yeah. They're probably used to bats.
Okay. What are we trying to accomplish with this? Is what I'm trying to.
Scouting
ask.
mission.
Oh, just okay. I was gonna say you could take a bird or a bat, and I was asking how far from here to the entrance of the cave.
I volunteered.
Yeah. I volunteer for tribute. No, where's the asshole? We'll send him.
The guy didn't say, and I don't think that the note you guys got was any indicator. It just said to find the Silver Falls and go behind them. Pretty much. So you currently don't really have much of an idea.
Could I say we just go shit kick the door, let Kayla lead with the water, and then we'll go from there. Kind of what it's breaking down to, because I can't come up with anything just to make this awfully convenient. I mean, it could, just not as Morzog.
I mean,
it lasts for an hour.
What, the water or the messenger animal?
The beast sense.
Okay. I mean, it'd be nice to know what we're getting into, but we gotta figure out where it's even at first. Like, we have a general direction.
you can still
He pointed it to
Yeah.
us.
you
So I
can
mean, it's
still
giant
animal
waterfall.
shape, right?
Yes.
Like even though you
I just use it for other things, and if we're going to go into battle, I'd rather use it for other things. And
Yeah.
the beast sense is a ritual, so I don't have to expend a spell slot for it.
I was just saying because you guys are getting ready to technically rest, so
Well, if we can get there in an hour and back, I mean, well, don't even have to get
It's
back, just have
flying.
to get there in an hour.
But I'm
Well-
flying, so it's fine. More likely to be able to get there and back in an hour's my
Yeah.
point.
You don't even have to get back. As long as you can see what it sees, you don't have to bring it back. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, true.
So you just have to send it along its way. So, I mean, do that before we rest, and then do we want to do it early in the morning or late in the evening? For shit kicking the door.
I mean, if we're shit kicking in the door, I feel like late in the evening might be better. Yeah,
By
but-
late in the evening, do you mean like people are getting ready to go to bed, or you mean like midnight, people have been in bed for a couple hours?
Like it is just getting dark enough for us to be able to move and not be. Too
Everyone can
we
see in the dark, right?
Yes, but
Okay.
we
Okay.
disadvantage in stealth checks.
Right.
So
I mean, I can do the beast sense twice. I can do it before we rest for the night, and do it again in the morning, see if anything's changed. But that way we can also see the patrols
yeah,
of
I'm all for
the
it.
people going up, or well.
I mean, the
on
more
ones.
information we have, the better.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm all for it. I ain't gonna tell you no on it. It's a great idea. What are you sending? Bat.
If I can find a battle bat, because it makes sense because they specifically said that it had guano in the cave. But if not, then like small robin.
So we gotta find a bat or a bird.
Flap, flap, flap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Mountains and caves. We ought to be okay. Sure, give it a shot.
All right, then I
Alright.
think that's the best idea.
Beast
We'll
sense
start
find
with
animal.
there. We'll start there.
so you're looking for an animal. Okay. Make a nature check.
Yes. Good thing I'm proficient in nature. 15.
15.
Nope. I did not calculate that correctly.
Excuse me?
Oh no, I did. Never mind. Thinking of a different character.
I know that
15.
feeling.
15. Okay.
I know that feeling.
So you leave the hut that you guys have made to kind of, because you're kind of right there on the tree line, to kind of peruse through the various trees that inhabit the forest to come across a what would be like a small what you see is almost, it looks like a cocoon that is about, I don't know, 6 inches
4
long
inches?
ish.
Look how big that.
And as you're like, well, that's odd looking, it moves, and you notice that, like, that's not a cocoon. Those are wings. And it's a fruit bat that is hanging upside down and is currently stirring as the sun goes down.
Come here, buddy.
Do you have animal speak?
Oh, I figured I have it.
Is the bat cute? Okay.
They are the peppers of the sky.
That's good.
Big black beady eyes that take up like most of its face.
They got brown eyes. They have very foxy
I do not have it
features.
taken
Okay.
for the day.
Then make an animal handling check.
Much better, 21.
Okay. So you say, "Come here, buddy," and it detaches from its branch to kind of give about 2 or 3 flaps, and then just kind of like hangs on your finger, and starts like using its little claws that are at the end of its wings to like start wrapping around and like holding on to you.
Sky happy. I didn't convince the beast.
Huh?
Send spiritual.
Okay, so you sit down.
I'm
and-
wait, I
One more thing.
Concentrate on your druidic energies as you manifest the spell, and when you open your eyes, you're looking at yourself from your arm, as you are now in the senses of
Yeah.
Zabat.
Okay. As the back, I fly up the mountain.
Well, does it say you possess it, or that you just see through their senses?
For the duration of the spell, you can use your action to see through the beast's eyes and hear what it hears. And continue to do so until you use your action to return to your normal senses.
Okay, so I'll need... Hey, you rolled a fucking 21 animal handling.
Yeah.
So you ask the bat to go where?
I need you to go up the mountain. And past the waterfall, there is a cave.
Okay, so you release the bat into the night, and as you can see it flying up through the canopy, you catch its little, like screeches every so often, using its echolocation to find exactly where it's going.
I actually can't see through their eyes.
Yeah, I know. It flies for the full duration of the spell, coming out of the canopy through or easily past the grass field that separates the forest from Hupperduke, and starts up the mountain. And as it's flying up, you can see. Make a perception check as the bat.
What
Are
perception
you-
bonuses?
Excuse me. Holy shit! What'd you roll?
What a smart.
Oh, no, sorry, 15. I can numbers. No. Yeah, 15.
Okay. I was gonna say, holy fuck!
Bat perception is awfully high.
And it's a plus 11.
Yeah.
It actually is pretty high.
Okay,
And I have blind sense.
you get a little ways up the mountain. What would be about,
It can fly 2.5 miles per hour, by the way.
oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
So you go up the mountain for about 20 minutes, and you can see, the way it's flying, you can see the trail that leads up the mountain,
Mhm.
and it just kind of like winds, and you catch a glimpse of a couple of the patrols of the automatons that are roaming, and it looks like they're roaming in groups of 2.
Okay. I note them in their patterns.
Okay. they go for about 60 feet-ish. And then turn around and go. But they don't overlap with each other. It seems like they have a
Convenient gap in between their patrols. That's nice.
a pretty convenient gap where you see that if you took the parts of the mountain that are, hard to traverse, you could probably get past them, albeit it'll take you theoretically longer because you're not using the path.
We can help with that.
Yeah.
You make it, and you can see where a part of the river that comes down from the mountain is, and how it follows one part of the trail, and then just kind of veers off and goes just in the North 40, like off in the distance. But you don't see the falls.
Okay.
And the rest of the spell goes through and it kicks you out.
So it's farther than 2.5 miles.
It's farther than from where you guys are at. Yes.
Okay. So with that knowledge, I relay to them and say, let's go to the base of the mountain and camp there, and I'll do it again in the morning.
Works for me.
I'm game for getting closer.
I mean, don't bother me none. We can just move hobbles. So.
Okay. So we pick up camp and move.
So you guys move closer to the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
To the base of the mountain?
Staying outside of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head farther, staying outside of the city walls. You guys head basically farther north and around Pupperduke, which takes you a while. But you guys set up another hut, and you said you're gonna do it again in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could technically do it again now because I didn't waste a spell slot.
It's up to you.
Sure. Find another back.
Repeat
there's one
process.
available. Rinse, repeat.
So now sitting at the base of the mountain, just for the sake of getting through this, I'll use your previous rolls. You actually catch the same bat on the return trip.
Good boy.
We'll emotionally touch this bat.
And he's gonna be like, I don't want to go back up the mountain.
You
I just want to go home.
convince him to head back up the mountain one
I'll
more
find
time
bugs for him later.
and go through his senses.
Oh, different bat. Ha, good berry.
Go ahead and make one more perception check as that.
Do the roll. That's a lot.
Much better. 28.
Okay, so you make it, because he doesn't have to traverse from the tree line to the base of the mountain, he has farther he can go. Through the full hour that you get, through the full hour that you get, you see the same path, the same patrols. It goes farther up, and you end up passing more sections of the river that are coming down from the mountain where the ice cap is, slowly melting. Whatever snow has accumulated. You see that by the end of the spell, you can see that another hour and a half, roughly, farther up, you see water coming down, falling straight down on a 90-degree angle. What you can assume is the Silver Falls. From your gathering, it's probably about a 2.5 to 3 hour hike.
Yet somehow an animal that can fly can't make it there in an hour.
Two and a half? Or, yeah. You said 2.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So you end up coming to...
I mean, Mount Everest is 5.5 miles tall. How fucking tall is this damn mountain?
Very tall.
Mount Everest is a lot shorter than I thought it was, just as a statement.
Yeah, same.
I mean,
Well,
1
that's-
mile is
that's actually-
5,280
Well, see, that's-
feet.
Yeah, 1 mile is 5,000 feet.
I was going to say, 1 mile is 5,280 feet, so a 5-foot-tall mountain is
That does sound a lot more
25,000
impressive
feet
than...
height.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Everyone
5
uses
miles.
feet, you know what I mean? Everyone uses feet, so I'm just like, oh, well,
How tall is Fuji?
they don't use miles because miles seems less impressive.
Yeah. That's it.
Fuji is 12,000, about 12.5
Oh, shit.
thousand.
Yeah, so
So,
it's
2.5
2.5 miles.
That really sounds a lot less impressive.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone uses feet, and the thing is, though, with something that can fly, it's going to be a straight line. It doesn't have to wind. It doesn't have to take time
Yeah.
to move around through shit. So,
So then you come to a point where then a half mile is as far as the falls is.
Okay.
If it helps, Niagara Falls is only 167 feet. So not even. That's some.
think about how wide are they, though? That's the impressive part of it. It's not that, you
That's
know,
true.
AF.
I mean,
Thick.
my brain is breaking because I didn't realize things aren't as tall as I thought they were.
Well, it just
I mean-
depends on your reference point.
I mean, 5,000 feet, or 5,000 feet. 5 miles is still a shit ton tall.
yeah,
true.
it's still very, very tall. Just
When
because
you
it
think-
doesn't seem that far this way,
I
if you
guess-
were to
okay.
see it this way, it's still holy fuck.
That's
Because what the cruising altitude for planes is,
20,000 feet?
yeah, so
that-
4 miles.
The highest.
I'm so messed up
water-
right now. To be honest,
Fucking math, man.
Yeah. Conversion.
Not geometry. Geography.
I'm gonna be at work all night just looking at how tall is blank. How tall is
Yeah.
The highest the highest waterfall is Angel Falls
Yep.
in Venezuela.
Yep.
It is 3,212 feet.
Damn.
And you look at it from the bottom, it's, oh my god, that's so fucking tall, and it's less than a mile. And it's like, oh, well.
Well, at the end of Angel Falls, it just goes into mist by the end because it's too damn
Once you
far.
stand next to that kind of shit, you feel
Oh, yeah.
It's
small.
oh my goodness.
But when you realize that if that was laid out in front of you in a mile and you can, walk
Yeah.
it and not, it doesn't feel nearly as.
I would like to point out though that that this is a homebrew aspect for me to make it this short because according to the description of how tall the mountain that Hupperduke sits on, this should take you 6 hours to get up to.
Okay, people can walk 30 miles an hour.
Well, difficult terrain, so 15 miles
Yeah.
an hour.
Okay, so in 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
3.5 is what I gave you.
Well, and you also got to think about going up a mountain. You're not going straight up a mountain, and you're not taking a trail. You're mainly doing switchbacks, so you'll end up walking back and
Yeah, yeah.
forth up the mountain.
So I understand 6.5 hours to be able to walk up the mountain.
Yeah.
My point is,
Yeah, flight time
Flight
is
time.
different. Yeah. Because you're able to fly in a straight line.
It usually takes 2 months to get up to the top of Everest.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking seriously?
And it takes you like
5 miles.
2 minutes to drive it. It's like, yeah.
Big difference walking a mile and climbing a
Takes
mile.
yeah,
Big difference.
Fall down
but you also have to sit and
Maybe an hour.
acclimate to the.
height
Height.
and everything else.
Anyway,
Goodness.
Yeah, go on. We're just arguing over
Besides
flight
blowing
speeds.
people's
And,
minds
no
of.
one's
geography.
realizing.
The entire-
I mean, I'm
climb
enormously
takes 6 to
confused by
9
everything
weeks.
I've ever thought.
Apparently-
Perspective.
It really
Yeah.
does not take that long for that to happen to me.
Did anyone else hear glass shatter when we did that to him? Just
You know the AOL sound?
Just blue screen of death of.
Yep, pretty much. Alright, let's...
Okay, so let's slime.
Sleep time.
Yeah, sleep time.
I would like to see Jethro just staring at a mountain, thinking it's very tall.
I don't know if I've hit the button, but I'm gonna hit
Are
the
you taking watches or just?
button. Yeah, as usual.
We're in known
Well, it was-
enemy territory at this point, so yeah. I'm gonna go last.
yeah, I'll take the middle.
I'll go first.
Sure.
Then I'll go second.
Well, yeah, be that way.
Okay,
dick.
so we're gonna split into 4 instead of
Yeah.
3.
Do shorter shifts.
I'd already said first.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't
did.
hear you at all.
She literally,
I
she's the
didn't hear
first
her
one.
at
She
all
goes,
either.
I'll take first, and I'm like, all right, and then Kayla goes, I'll
didn't
take
hear-
last. I'm like, all right, well,
I
I'll
didn't
fill in the
hear
middle.
her say anything at all. I'm so
Wow.
No, I didn't hear it at all either. Just,
And then Jones was like, I'll go first. I'm like, dick.
Well, mostly just because doubling up would be less productive.
yeah,
So
very less
If you
productive.
want to double up, you can.
Yeah,
It's up
I
to
mean,
you.
Lessons.
yes. How much time are we taking for this evening with everything going on?
How much time you
I
want?
mean, mine took
Well, I'm
2
asking
hours.
her. I'm asking
so
her.
shit, you guys could have been taking.
Yeah,
Those
we could
2
also been doing
hours.
it while we did the ritual and moving camp too. So
Yeah, because it's just verbalizing
Sure.
and
yeah.
So while Elrana has been casting her ritual spells to, scout up the mountain, you guys
An hour and
could
11 minutes.
have been sitting down and
don't even have to
Working on
just-
phrases and proper grammar and starting to get more and more advanced as we go along.
Your boss is broken.
Do you have a cleaning cloth?
Of course.
May I borrow it?
I was gonna say, someone please fix this.
Not in that box.
All the boxes?
So what are you going to teach her tonight?
Well, we're gonna move on and start figuring out how to string some of the words and phrases I've taught her together into proper grammar. And
Okay, because I think the first day you get hello, goodbye, where's the bathroom?
yeah,
Fuck you.
yeah, but as we
You know, the
travel, we've been
essentials.
working on more and more words, and now
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just gonna start working on streaming them together.
All right, so you spend the
Yeah, the couple
however
hours.
long you would like
Yeah.
to work on, word positioning and grammar and melding all of them into cohesive sentences and how that is done.
Not doing broken orcish.
Yeah.
So the way your brothers speak?
Yeah, pretty much.
What is your intelligence score now?
Hi. Let's see. Where's just my scores? This one? Nope.
You want D&D Beyond?
This
Or
one?
your,
Yeah.
It's your main page, and it's at the top of your main page.
Oh, there it is. It's in the little box underneath. 16.
Okay, roll an intelligence check for me. Low DC. I just want to see if you.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, boss.
Oh, there.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is attentive. She takes in everything like sponge,
There we go.
I learned from the best.
and barfs it all back at you. So
Works for me.
in
Saves
your
me time
own
and
voice.
yeah, yeah.
In your
A
own
little
voice.
disturbing, but I'm getting used to it by now.
See a
Forgot
very
about-
tiny note come out
I
with a very
forgot-
deep voice.
I forgot about that little tidbit, and that's funny.
Yeah. That's something that takes getting used to, but we've been together long enough now that I'm used to the,
So is Garm taken first, or
I don't.
I'll take first.
There you go.
okay?
Garm, you sleep. We're gonna need you tomorrow.
Garm, you were given well-deserved rest. Alright, go ahead and make a perception check.
You're going to swim over.
Scroll.
Ah. So, math. 11. I don't see shit.
You spend your couple hours watching the path that leads up the mountain that Elrana had pointed out. nothing seems to catch your eye. Wait. Oh, fox.
Preacher.
You just kind of watch it like jump out of a bush. It like looks over at you, and then just like ducks down into another bush and disappears. But other than that,
Who's next? Who am I waking up?
Me.
Wakey, wakey.
okay. Morzar, go ahead and make perception.
16.
Kind of more of the same. It's pretty quiet. You look up the vast expanse of the mountain that Hupperduke sits on and wonder how many patrols are you going to encounter. But uneventful.
And run is the last one.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make perception.
Oh, that was a ride.
Uh-huh. 22.
Holy fuck.
Well, it was a 4, but it rolled well. It bounced back. That was a ride.
You sit at the entrance to your Motel 6, and are we gonna get sued for calling that?
Probably. Cease and desist.
Motel 5.
Yeah, Motel 5.
Let's
You're-
say Tavern 6.
They're octagons, aren't they?
True, but there's 5 of us.
Oh, that's okay.
I liked your idea, Tavern 6. I like that. And don't notice anything.
Okay.
Garm, you have a dream of the situation that you guys were just in, of having the guy in the dirt, and you'd convince the party to take him out of the dirt, that way you could face him like you wanted to. And every time you swing your sword at him, he's always 10 feet more away. You swing again, 10 feet more away. Swing again, 10 feet more. Always the goal that you're working toward, farther and farther and farther. That's the entirety of the dream. You all wake up and there's kind of the low-hanging, fog of the morning, the dew clutching to the grass around you.
Sorry, what?
I think we ought to make the trek because the only problem is the automatons don't sleep, so they're going to be.
Yeah, I'm
Either
in a
way.
ritual one more time. Find, it doesn't matter, some bird, whatever kind, just to do a more thorough search of the area we're going to go in the next couple hours.
Oh, so just patrol the road, basically?
Yeah, well, I want to look to see what the patrols are
Like, yeah.
in more detail
In the
Okay.
morning.
so that we can plan our movements, because not exactly the stealthiest group in existence.
No, but we're very good at punching things.
We are. We do take hits in this party.
I offer everybody a bath.
Shouldn't that be after the fight?
I can do it. I can do it again.
Both.
Morning.
Both? Fair enough.
I've
Morning ritual is
prestidigitation.
fine.
Okay, go ahead and roll one more animal handling.
Oh no.
You were doing so good.
The big fail.
You walk outside of your Tavern 6 to try to find, to coax, to convince a small bird that might be lingering nearby and you come up short.
Word's gotten around. No one wants to fuck with you right now. The bat telling us some bullshit stories.
Yeah. He tattled on me.
I feel like we were nice to the bat.
We were, but it doesn't mean that he enjoyed it.
He was taking 2 hours out of his way.
Yeah, every time he came back, he got sit right back up the
So
mountain.
bad we just sit.
So I mean,
Fucking put to work as soon as he woke up. He was given good berries as compensation.
well, yeah, still though, he had to fly up the mountain, and he was like, "All right, I'm done. Come back." And then, oh no, back up the mountain. Son of a bitch.
I was just up there.
Hopefully I never see them again. And it's just,
Yeah, I'm just like I'm out. We might as well start making the trek. We're gonna have to.
Can't find a bat. Or can't find an animal, then fuck, so.
Fuck it, let's make the trek. Up the mountain we go.
Stay vigilant.
What marching
You wanna
order do we
scout?
want?
Can I go and do you want me to scout ahead?
You
Do
might as
you
well.
want to scout ahead?
Yeah, do you
It
want
would
to?
be
Yeah.
beneficial to the party, but you do not have to.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll scout
You are
ahead.
small and don't have a lot of hit points.
And very, very stealthy.
I have
because,
decent
you
hit
know,
points.
Dex.
Do you have
I have-
message?
Huh?
Do you have message?
No.
But she's
No,
stealthy
but I
enough. She
can
ought to
make-
be able to loop back
I
around to us.
can copy. I can use my mimicry. I can do an owl hoot or something.
Yeah. How much of a head
Or
start?
just scream really loudly works too.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna say
yeah,
how much of a head start do we
Make
want to
bat
give her? though?
noises.
I was just thinking like 60 feet.
Yeah.
Because we can double dash and
Yeah.
get there in that time.
So.
If anything happens to me, listen for a dog barking.
That sounds fairly distinctive. I'm sure it'll work.
Angry dog barking.
Yeah.
Give us a demonstration.
There we go. Now we know what we're looking for.
Got it.
All right. Now our marching order is what?
I like to be in front.
I try to speak to the band. Dude, like I told you. Rawr, rawr.
Yeah.
I'm here for a very enthusiastic climb up this mountain.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. Okay, so
I like to take long walks.
you want
through the
second or
woods.
third?
Very enthusiastic walks.
Second or third between you two.
I'll take second.
Okay.
Third and fourth.
Bollocks.
Just put up the minis. You're gonna have to use minis.
Yeah.
I've got long strider stocks. Would anybody want that at this moment? Like either
How long does it
for
last for?
scouting?
It lasts for a while, if I remember right.
I want to say an hour, but let me check. An hour.
Okay, you start it. Might as well be her.
What is it?
Well, I mean,
Long
she can
strider.
also dash his bonus action.
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
she'd-
that's true.
she'd get
Save
hella
that.
far
Save
with
that just
this.
in case we need it.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it.
I mean, because I got aggressive. As long as I'm moving towards something that's an enemy, I gain my full movement again.
Yeah.
So if I were to
So-
like make you upset, could we just like?
If you can outrun me, yes.
Constantly piss you off.
I'll try it on myself.
Yeah, you have to be able to outrun me, but yes, that would work. I just have to, end my turn closer to an enemy. So
But if we need to, send him up, give him long strider,
yeah, I
so
can.
he can get up faster, and then we end up, so he can grapple them. They're friends, hugs.
I do that very well, by the way. Very well.
That's true. Any of my touch spells are only hugs. That's
Yeah.
that's the only option for me.
Drew had a big orc fight prepped, and I came in at the start of it and did my full movement. My aggressive got right up to the big orc because I'm a big orc, and I go grapple, and he proceeded to lose all but one contested strength roll the entire time.
And in order to break grapple, you have to spend your entire turn trying
It's your
to break
action to break the
Yeah.
grapple, so it'd come back around to me, and guess what, buddy? Hug. I have him in his
Just
headlock, and
walks
I'm just
around.
moving him around so my archers can hit him, and
it. I hope you don't mind the ash being on your bag.
Oh, don't mind.
Okay.
It smells like other kitty.
All right. So what's the marching order?
I
Notes.
guess technically I'm
Notes
first.
way up.
Scouting,
front.
way up. And Garm's in front, I'm in back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Nope. Stealth, or are you just walking?
Stealth.
Oh,
Stealth.
stealth, yeah.
I wanna-
Stealth with
Stealth and
advantage.
then perception.
And I get advantage to stealth checks.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Straight stealth or
plus
It's
stealth.
your
Yeah, it's your
stealth.
stealth skill.
She's hidden.
It's skills.
Thank you.
And then scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see it.
Yes, plus 8. 24, yeah. Thanks.
24.
Yes.
So, you begin as you leave the somewhat smoky atmosphere, being that close to Hupperduke, for the cleaner mountain air as you hike up the heights of the Silver Quill Ridge. The steep climb grows more and more precarious as you go with the path growing thinner and making it harder to move through the cliffside trees and the Grey Rock mountainside. Go ahead. Okay.
Is this difficult terrain?
Yes. What?
The
It's a path.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like a
the
well-traversed path.
The path
so.
the path is fine. If you were to deviate, then it would be difficult.
Just
You guys have been walking for about 20-ish minutes now when you finally notice farther along your path coming toward you, about 40 feet away-ish, are two of the automatons with the mirrored faces.
No.
It's a bishop.
Can they see me?
Howdy.
Notes.
They have not noticed you now.
No. Can my party see me?
No.
Not
now
with
that I have a
that-
stealth
not
check.
with that
Not
stealth
with a
check.
24.
We know you should be in front of us somewhere,
Yep.
but beyond that, we don't see you. Because my perception ain't that nowhere near that high.
Jethro can see a bush and is pretty sure it's.
Yeah. And then we're having a discussion. She's over. No, she's no.
At this point, it's I Spy Note, and they're all wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would like to make a wolf howl
Okay.
sound. That way.
In our previous experience, have they been able to hear us?
Yes.
We
Would
never
you,
really
would
had
you
that.
guys like to roll?
So-
Given the distance that she has put between you guys and the distance she has between them, you guys are far enough away that theoretically they wouldn't be able to hear you coming right now.
That's
So in my previous
so they do have hearing.
when I went in the campaign, I ran full sprint right up behind one and cut it into little pieces, and it didn't
Yeah, but that
do
was a good
anything.
roll. That was a really good roll.
It didn't hear. It didn't turn around to do anything. It's just
Oh, so the question is, do they have the sense of hearing?
Right,
Yeah,
right,
okay,
right.
That's
so
the
okay.
question: is can the automatons hear?
Yes. They can see. They can hear.
Okay.
Can they smell and taste?
Do not know.
So do we ambush
They
them,
probably
or
don't
do we
taste
just
very
kinda let them...
Oh, well, that's fair.
There is a distinctive gap between their
I know,
patrols.
but we can
So
let them come up,
right.
ambush, and then
The
hide.
problem is big bada boom.
You
Oh,
guys
that's
do
true.
hear a
Blow up.
wolf howl coming from 60 feet in front of
Okay.
you.
Yeah,
How
that's
high
not a
up the
problem
mountain?
because we can just bury it. And
How
the sound's
high up the
definitely
mountain
not
are we?
around. I mean, we'll just bury the fucking things again.
You were given
Being
a
this
time
far
limit
away,
of
there's
about
no way they hear
2.5
that.
hours. You are 20 minutes in.
how high.
When we buried that bomb, how loud was it?
When it went off.
The answer to your question is I have no clue because I can't put time to distance.
Okay, sounds
The
dumb.
answer to
Throw
your
a bot off
question,
cliff.
the answer to your question is that it was still like
We may not be cliffside enough to throw.
it was still like fairly loud-ish. It was not like maybe a quarter of what the sound would be.
Okay, cool. Like, is
You
it
guys
something
didn't-
you'd be able to hear
Yeah,
500 feet away?
a mile away.
A mile?
Is this a firecracker sound? Like one of them M80s that were all going off?
No.
Based on the explosion that we
No, no,
experienced,
no,
it
but-
was pretty hefty. Did it break the ground when it exploded
Yes.
underground? Oh.
Whenever you guys
It's a
whenever you
grenade.
had put it under that sheet of mold earth, it had exploded, sending parts of the
That's a big boom.
ground.
We'll see, because we could do it again. We have enough time,
Yeah. I mean,
and we have the knowledge of understanding of what it's going to do. The situation is are we going to attack them and try to kill them, and then encountering the fact of big bada boom,
well,
or
and here's the thing: since we know what it does,
GTFO?
and we have the time, with the mold earth cantrip, it doesn't. It says you mold earth to fit a 5-foot cube.
No,
It doesn't have to be a 5-foot cube. We can do a cylinder
they're
way
not 30
down.
feet away.
that fills
15
the
feet down.
that fills the cube.
For me?
and then
How,
They're getting closer.
20 feet, you said?
I'll say we're still moving, but she's hidden.
30.
So
30 feet.
I'll say, do we want to just do our ambush, or do we want to let them pass and see what
I'm
happens?
going to.
Because eventually we're gonna end up in
Because
between
I'm
patrols.
hidden, I'm going to start a hole.
Fucking
I mean,
lack of
Because
information
we're gonna
available.
have to put it in a
so-
hole if
so,
we
I mean,
fight
could we
it.
just like disperse
What's the
them to the
range?
woods, let them pass through, and then get back in?
The
Do
only
you
problem
think-
is that puts
with-
us between patrols.
I guess only if we did that whole way up, we could.
30 feet.
Do
That
you
just
think
takes
you
a lot
can
of
hide
stealth
that
rolls.
Are
With
you-
the, what's the coverage
We
like
can
of this
try.
forest?
I mean, all we can do is.
Of-
Are there
Uh,
lots of like 3-foot tall bushes that we can hide around, or
Wait,
is it
There's quite a few like bushes
Yeah.
and trees you could.
that a specifically Morzog-sized entity could?
We both at disadvantage. Don't just.
Okay, but you're big. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know,
you
I
can
know.
literally lay flat.
If
Yeah.
he,
I would think you
if-
would have
if
at
he
least
were to like
advantage.
take a knee and crouch or something, then he could probably find a good place
How
to.
close are they to me?
They're like 60 feet away from you, but since you've stopped, they're probably like 50 or 40 because they're
Can
still
you
moving.
let me know when they're 30 feet away from me?
Okay. After a little bit longer, it would be the automatons are about 20 feet, and they're now like 30 feet.
Okay, well, they're 30 feet away. I have Minor Illusion as a cantrip.
Sure.
I'm going to use it to make a, like an arrow with I'm going to make an exclamation point with a little image of the bishop thing up to them.
Hey, it works.
Okay.
Just a little
Like,
ding.
you're basically gonna
That
hold a
is-
mirror.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Hey,
much.
alert!
is-
This ahead.
I'm fine with that.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace.
That is really cool. That's
I approve.
That's some video game shit right there. Okay, you cast Pass Without a Trace, so that means for you guys, whenever you roll,
It's the duration of an hour.
It's plus 10.
what's the range on it?
Those within 30 feet of me.
So I get
You don't need it.
But what
It's not going to hurt.
but what it means
True.
is that your stealth rolls now have a plus 10 to them. So
And can't not be tracked except by magical means.
So
Okay.
let's hide quickly. Everybody, roll
Yep,
hide.
Yep.
okay, everybody roll stealth. Morzog and Garmin disadvantage. Y'all have some hefty.
Did you roll a
fuckers.
1?
No, God
Okay,
no.
good.
No.
I get that. I did.
I've got.
Oh, yeah, it's an 11.
19.
It's 11. Actually, it's a 10.
Is that plus the 10?
That's
Oh,
plus
no,
the 10.
no, it's
I
12.
rolled a 5.
Yeah. So
So you rolled a 2.
I have plus 1.
Oh, okay.
and
as long as the majority of us pass.
Garmin, what'd you get?
12 altogether.
Damn. Morzog?
25.
Jesus Christ.
Pass without a trace gives you
Should I
plus
roll
10.
again?
I mean,
Yeah.
fuck.
roll again.
I rolled a 19
No,
and a
what-
14. I should be okay.
Your-
Yeah,
what
I
was
rolled
your
a
previous
5,
score?
so I got
24.
Only 19, but it's okay.
Okay.
We'll, we'll keep that because you're still hidden and haven't been seen.
Okay.
So you're at a 34 now.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
26.
Damn, babe.
I'm still convinced.
So I think
the
we
bush
can
is
hide
no.
him well enough behind everybody and just.
You make sure to avoid that particular bush because you are so convinced that it is
Yeah.
not.
Yes.
Alright.
I need to write it down.
So you all hide as. Fuck no. So you all hide in the bushes as the bishops slowly get. They've now passed you. You see them walk past you, and they are about 20 feet away from the rest of you. What
was-
are you?
Odd. I don't know why it did that noise when it's a fucking bottle of water, but okay.
What did it hiss?
And popped.
I got angry.
It pops like I did a soda.
Weird. What are you guys wanting to do? Like, or what action are you holding?
Well, as long as they pass us, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to stealth our way out of it.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
If they don't pass us, or they turn around within 10 feet of where we are, that's a different story.
okay. So they do not take notice because they, even though a couple of them rolled pretty high on their perceptions, they do not have very good perception. They end up passing the entire party,
Books.
And they keep moving, right?
and they keep moving.
Let's let them get out of the line of sight, and then we'll continue on.
Yep.
Well, they're probably out of my line of sight sooner, so I'm gonna continue.
Okay. So as soon as they go, which they do end up going kind of around a curve, and as soon as they hit a certain point, there is a large rock that just kind of like covers them, and you take that as a cue to just.
Yeah, we start moving again.
Still saying 60 feet ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. For the, let me check real quick. Okay. For the sake of brevity, we'll go ahead and have everybody roll 4 more stealth checks.
So I get to roll
For-
8 times.
For the sake of going through the patrols and trying to avoid them.
Okay.
And not pick fights.
Oh no, they did. Where's that pen? I'm gonna have to write down my numbers here.
Yeah, so
I feel that's fair.
Because, you know, I gotta roll all the dice. Ugh.
Also, whenever we get halfway up the mountain, I want to stop and be sense again so I can get the actual layout of the cave and what's in the cave.
Okay.
Oh, double 19s.
Whatever you want to dictate that is, but I want it to be halfway up the mountain so I know for damn sure it's going to get inside the damn cave.
how long do we have whatever it's called?
It's an hour.
That's an hour.
3, 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
you're not gonna go.
7.
Thank you.
So take my 4 best here.
This is my anxiety kicking in, wondering if I'm gonna get you guys into the fucking shit here before I.
It's definitely possible. One of those was really bad.
Get it together, man.
Would,
The other ones were all fantastic.
would they have any advantage with me warning them beforehand?
Well, that would have been nice to know before
You're-
me and him rolled ours, so it would have been a
the
straight
fact
roll.
that
but
you're scouting and giving them notice gives them
The
that,
sneak in the first place?
yeah, that opportunity to hide. But unfortunately, these two guys are big enough and are wearing heavier armor, and it seems to clink around as they move. So,
Make it sound like a rock.
all right,
Yeah.
we'll just start around the table. Jethro,
I got 32, 23, 28, and 19.
fuck.
Write them down. Focus.
Mm-hmm.
32, 23,
28, 19.
28, 19. Okay,
He totally needed that
So it's
plus
a
10.
plus 10.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, and I have no.
what you got?
23, 18, 30,
Plus 8.
21.
It's
Yeah,
yours. So
yeah.
plus 18 to all of yours.
At disadvantage?
Yeah.
Nice.
I rolled double 19s like twice.
Fuck. Elrana.
13, 18, 25, 26.
That makes me feel a little better.
No.
I don't have a dexterity modifier.
Math.
It's whatever I roll. What do you got? We can math
I rolled
faster.
a 16,
40,
19,
50,
18,
72.
and 9. So
So 16 is 20. Well, it's 6, right?
30,
So, like-
She gets plus 18.
Plus 8.
36.
Plus 18 to
and
everything.
18 plus 9.
She can't fail. Did you roll 1?
No.
Then
Okay,
she
can't
can't
fail.
fail. Yeah.
You're good.
Okay.
Unless you rolled a nat 1, you're kind of fine
My
there.
lowest is a 9.
Well,
for
you
being
have
so
plus
close.
18.
Yeah.
I just put math next to her name.
Uh-huh.
Like, really, with your dex
Okay.
being that high, and plus 18.
I just-
Garmin,
I remember
you got
the 10, but I
Alright,
forgot
so-
my own
Well,
modifier.
even rolling a 1, technically, if you don't follow
23.
1s and 20s as national fails and not
24.
automatic
Correct.
success.
Okay.
Modifiers.
Double natural 1.
Damn, Garm! Dude, we're gonna have to have a talk. We're gonna do some training.
He stepped in a hole.
Oh
Like,
no.
My
Which-
stealth isn't great.
Which
That's
would
just
round out
base
to
plan.
12, but still.
Hey, modifiers count though. Because as long as, like I said, it depends on the school of thought that you believe. It is either 1 is an auto fail or the worst you can do, and 20 being an auto success or the best you
Okay.
can do. It depends. Because modifiers matters in one and doesn't matter in the other.
Okay.
The last one was a 27 for reference there.
So. Wait. So only one of those things were natural 1, and the last one was 27.
Yes.
Okay. I took that as the last 2
No.
scores were
No,
natural
no,
he,
one.
he rolled double 1.
My
Okay.
at disadvantage, I rolled 2 once.
Okay. So this is how this works out. So as you travel up the mountain,
At least
you
you rolled
guys are
together.
able to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hide from 2 more of the patrols, taking refuge behind large rocks or bushes. Or as you travel farther up the mountain, the vegetation starts to like kind of, die away, and now you're just like trying to find formations of rocks that you can like conveniently hide behind. So you come to a point where Note has sent you the same thing of the illusion showing you, hey, there's something up ahead. You all take refuge. Garm, as everybody is taking refuge, you're searching for your place to hide, and you've kind of run out of options because, like a little kid's bedroom, you guys trying to play hide and seek, you have run out of spots, and you find a decent formation where they've kind of made this weird like dune or hill out of rocks, and you're just like, I have no other option. You run over and basically dive into this spot, and all of your armor shunks onto the rocks, and you're like, fuck, that was really loud, and you're now laying prone like behind this rock formation.
Pretend to be
waiting.
a dead body.
Yeah. When all else fails, pretend to be a dead body.
The rest of you, Note included, because now the way you guys have been doing it, you are behind this. Theoretically, you're all like kind of semicircle around. They have walked past you, and as soon as everybody hears the shunk, they stop.
Minor illusion. Can I want to make just from, if I can, from his direction, like a fox running across the path and then seeing them and running off.
It's far
Am-
enough away.
Am I close enough to touch him since I was right behind him in marching order?
Well, it all kind of scatters. In
Yeah,
circles.
you guys are kind of scattered, so you're probably about like 5-10 feet away from each other.
Because
5 foot away, still be able to touch.
my enchanted loot, I can do invisibility.
Oh.
Would I be able to do that
Oh, it's something.
if I kind of?
Invisibility isn't a touch. is
Yeah,
it?
I looked. I don't have a card for it, but I looked it up and said it was touch. That's in full action.
Okay.
Would I be close enough to do that, or it'd still be super suspicious no matter what? Just a huge
I mean, you rolled
chunk.
a 30-some on one of his stealths.
This
That's-
would be, what was your third stealth score?
28.
20. Okay.
I can just take my loot in one hand, just like tap him with it.
Okay. So with that high of a score, I'll say that you could reach through.
Oh well, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. I just hear the large chunk and just little foot tap with the loot.
Okay.
And that plus the fox.
I didn't know it did sound.
Oh,
Does
nice.
minor illusion do sound?
Minor
Mhm.
illusion does sound.
Mhm.
I want to make the same sound, but away from us, within the opposite direction.
Like it's moving.
Yeah,
Whatever
like it moved
was.
away.
Oh, okay.
And do that and the invisibility. I feel
Mhm.
like that's
So
We'll see.
with the
Hopefully.
help of the various spells from comrades,
Yeah, nice. Very
the
nice.
sound that you had just made is replicated and sent farther down the trail, away from you. How far is your range on it?
30 feet.
30 feet? So it's sent farther down the trail, and just as you're like, oh, that's pretty crafty, you look down at your hand and your visuals have vanished. And how long does invisibility last?
An hour. And it's
An hour.
concentration. So I mean, if you've got low stall, I'd say you just stay invisible for an hour.
Okay, make sure you cross that off on your
Spell slots.
no, it
It's
comes
part of
through
his
as
loot.
loot.
Yeah, so I
Magic
could use it
weapons,
once a day.
Yes.
Boss.
So I'm just gonna.
Question.
Yep.
So on here it says that if a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, it can determine them as an illusion. But since I only did it as a one instance, by the time they get to it, it will be gone.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they won't.
Essentially, you make that sound farther down, and they end up taking off down the trail and going to look for it.
That really
they,
applies if there's an illusion of a person that's
they
making a
seem
sound.
they
Yeah.
seem hasted at it though. They have picked up their pace and have basically jogged down trying to look for whatever that sound was.
Onward.
Yeah, as soon as they're gone, we're moving.
Onward and upward.
So, question:
Because we
just
got
now
patrols
that
behind
if
us now.
he stays invisible, what does that do to his stealth checks?
Yeah.
Or was that the
Would
only
have
one that was rough?
advantage.
That's the
and
only
then
one that was
equals out
rough.
to straight
He's,
roll?
yeah.
Okay.
My other ones were fine.
His other
Okay,
ones are fine.
then-
That's the only one that was rough.
Say
So
between Pass Without a Trace and you guys' rolls, you actually did really well.
up the mountain we go.
All
You
right.
can just stay invisible for an hour if you want. Do whatever you want.
Sneak attack.
But
So-
it only helps with visual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, no,
not sound.
That's why I was wondering about his stealth rolls. If,
All right. So, you start making your way through the thin trail that the path has eventually become, to the point of you finally see the silver blue waterfalls that act as your
Are we halfway up the mountain?
those. Oh, that's right, because you want to do beast hunting. So go ahead and
I want to find the same bat.
It wouldn't make sense at this point. It would need to be some kind of small bird.
Middle of the day, you're
Because a
waking the
bat
bat up.
in the middle of a
Sebastian
word.
pissed.
That's
A bat in the middle of the day would be a lot more suspicious. That's why I want to find a bird.
go ahead and do an animal handling to find
Find a birdie. 7.
you don't find a bird.
Lizard.
Yeah, find a lizard or something.
You
Snack.
instead
Salamander that
Find
strangely wants to be
a-
friends.
Ends up being a fucking mosquito.
oh god,
Hold
no, I
on.
wouldn't put that on you.
Yeah,
No.
hold on
Thanks.
now.
Fucking in my world, mosquitoes don't exist because fuck those assholes.
Yes.
A butterfly.
You find a tiny purple lizard that is chilling out on one of the rocks, seemingly sunbathing.
Okay. Well, if all I can find is a lizard, then I'm gonna wait,
Yeah,
till
might as
we're
well.
3/4 of the way up the mountain and try again.
Okay,
The lizard ain't gonna do much for us.
Be a prank.
go ahead and make one more roll.
Much better. 23.
Okay, you end up finding a small family of birds that are flying through and end up getting one of their attention, and giving it the instructions that you had given the bat previously, and be sensed through. So. So the bird makes its way up the small distance that you have left to where the waterfall is. Because of the way that it is laid out, it lands like next to the waterfall onto a rock and kind of looks over and sees that the waterfall has about 5-ish foot gap to where it can hop from rock to rock, making its way down the trail. That leads to, which I say trail, but it's more like just some of the. It's still kind of difficult-ish terrain, kinda, but some of the rocks that probably would impede travel here have been kicked away to make it to where, like, yeah, it's kind of tough to get to, but manageable if you're careful. It hops from rock to rock as it makes its way behind, definitely avoiding the brunt of the waterfall, as it does not like to get wet. It sees...
Bird baths are a thing.
Huh?
Bird baths are a thing.
As it gets behind the waterfall, there are a series of puddles that have kind of collected from the water that spews overboard, and you see a 10-foot gap, a 10-foot opening into the mountainside that leads into a dim lit room that opens up, and as the bird makes its way inside, just kind of staying off to the edge, it opens up into a about a 30-foot wide cavern that goes about 30 to 50 foot back. Kind of hard to determine given the size of the bird. You see a series of tables on the left side of the room, long rectangular tables where a small halfling woman is currently sitting at one of the tables working on something you cannot see. A large, thick chain that is bolted to the wall is also clamped to her ankle. She's given pretty much enough room to work at the table she's working on, and that's about it. On the right, you see a small campfire.
Hold on.
Sure.
She was to the right? Or no, she was to the left.
She's to the left.
Okay.
And to the right, you see a small campfire that is about 10 feet away from a round table where multiple chairs sit that are occupied by men in seemingly piecemeal leather armor and a large Goliath woman as they sit all playing cards.
That's your friend.
You see one of them reaches to the middle of the table and puts another card in his hand, and then you see her here and go, "Ha! Pot's mine!" And everybody's like, "Oh, you fucking asshole!" and starts throwing down cards and shaking the table. And further back beyond that is a small tent. And sitting in the center of the far wall, there is a large steel door. No handle. No, or there is a handle, but it's less of like bolted on and more of like cut into the door.
Okay.
And it has a small keyhole underneath of it.
How many men?
Three.
Any automatons?
Yes. There is one over by the tables that the halfling is working at, and then one over by the dice table.
So there's 2 total.
Yes.
So 2 automatons,
One of them.
3 guys, and the
One of them
Goliath.
is the mirror face one. The other is one that you encountered back in the field where you met Garm. That looks like the normal one, except a little more armored.
Which one's where? The bishop is where?
The bishop is on the right next to the table.
Card table? Okay.
Yeah, and the knight is on the left.
Okay.
Over by the halfling. And then you got 3 dudes sitting at a table with skin.
Okay. So where is the chimneys and everything like that for the
Behind the
kitchens
door.
and
Probably
everything else that
behind
was
the
supposed to be
door.
there? He indicated that the door was, or behind the door was specifically meant
The
for
guy-
BBEG.
The guy had explained that the chimneys are slightly farther up the mountain.
So there's another cave up the mountain?
He didn't say
Alright.
that there was another cave.
So the chimneys not drop into that,
That
into the current cave.
We'll figure it out.
Apparently not.
Who
I'm gonna
who
have
wants
gone,
to save
probably
the halfling?
gone back to this group.
Are we doing
Learn
more?
this from her. You know, once I got to the cave, it's like, well, I'm not going in there by myself. And,
Well, I specifically stopped 3/4 of the way
oh,
to the mountain, so
Yeah, just to be able to scout it so we know what
to
we're
make sure I
dealing
can
with.
scout it and have enough time to get there and look around the cave. Is there an entrance? Like, is it mirrored the ledge on either side of the waterfall?
So yeah, are we coming
so
in?
I can entrance from the
I
left
see what
side
you're
and the
saying.
right side, or
no, it's one part of it, because the trail you guys walk technically like just keeps going farther up the mountain,
Mhm.
but like you basically have to deviate from the trail and it goes along a really thin cliffside. There is no mirror part on the other.
I was saying, are we entering the cave from the left or the right side on this trail?
The left side. If you're looking out of the entrance, it's the left.
So it would be our right.
Yes.
So the card table and the players are directly to our right. and
how you've been
yes.
referencing this thing is on the left hand and the right hand side.
yeah, I want to know.
Which, in that reference scale, which side is the ledge that we would have to enter from?
Yeah, so as we come in, is either the halfling to our left, or do we come in and the poker table's to our right?
You come in and the halfling is to your left.
could
Okay,
you,
so we're coming in from this side, pretty much.
would you be willing to build the room?
Yeah, that's what I was just getting at. So,
Because if you can do your whole water thing and deal with those, and then we can remove the
It's
halfling.
a 10-foot opening. I can do it.
I know, but we don't have to involve the halfling. We can deal with this, and then we have a knight and a halfling to deal with. Then we can deal with this.
But I can also swim in and get her.
Question.
But you don't have to.
You
Is the
have
problem?
to.
That's
If
what I'm trying
she's
to get
chained,
to.
so she has to be picked, probably.
No, I'll pull it off the fucking wall.
Oh.
Either way.
Yeah,
Well,
but the thing is that, but that's what I'm trying to say is you can use the water and cut the room pretty much in half, and that way all we have to deal with is
It's
this
not a
here
wall
for-
of water, though.
I know, but you can keep them busy while we fix this,
Right.
and then we can take care of this.
question. How big a boom is a bag of blasting powder, probably?
I don't know, big enough to get your attention. They
We
used a
got-
couple of them to break out skins, so I mean,
Yeah.
they punched the hole in the
There was 5 used to punch her out
yeah.
of a
Mm.
stone wall that was
Also-
10 foot wide.
So the automatons, is the crystal protected before we attack them, or is it open?
I don't
It's
know
a
them
thin
anymore, no.
opening. It's
Yeah.
a
An
thin
opening.
upside down triangle in the center.
Can I would I be able to dislodge one with 10 pounds of pressure?
Probably not.
I don't remember if anyone but Morzog has gotten them out of the case or tried to get them out of the.
Yeah,
housing
'cause-
unit.
I'm
I
the only
think
one that.
I thought I grabbed one from a chest whenever I threw it, or did it
Oh,
fall
during
out?
the first encounter. Yeah.
So I was able to just
Yeah.
grab and pull.
So what's your strength score?
13.
13.
I don't
So you
remember.
only have +1.
I don't remember what y'all rolled to
Yeah, I don't
get
remember
that out either. I
So-
know it
I
was a
think-
strength check. I just don't remember how high the number was.
Whoa.
I mean, he only has a +1,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
if
I
max
believe-
would have been 21.
I
that he
believe
could
it was
get.
a 14 that
Yeah.
caused
Say it's
me to
not
throw it.
because of where it sits. How the construction is that the chest armor is mostly what keeps it like held, and once you get rid of that, it's
Well-
like a spindle of
Like a jewelry fitting.
So
Yeah,
my
kinda.
so I have mage hand, the special
Yeah,
mage hand. So can I set one off? By
By what?
well, I can't. Obviously, I can't completely dislodge the crystal, but if I can, I have 10 pounds. I can move up to 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can, that's why I was asking if it could be moved with 10 pounds of pressure. Because if I can move it enough to set it off,
It probably sets off when its health drops to 0.
Yeah, that seemed to be what set it
But
off.
where
Or-
that's not a bad idea, you also got to realize that it's sitting next to the person we're also trying to get out of
Yeah.
here.
Fair.
I mean, that's the only problem with that. Otherwise, then yeah. If we could just jostle, well, that's the thing. If we just got jostled,
That's a 45-foot wide room.
I know. I am aware.
we're very big minis. No.
is that the door?
No.
No, this is just me trying to section off parts that.
Maybe try and put it the other direction.
No.
Nope.
Just take one of the smaller ones and use it. We understand the path, which way it's coming in. As long
Yeah,
as we
but
have
this-
one,
this is
we
how
can
it
understand
goes.
which way it comes in. So the
Yeah.
table, so the card table is going to be to our right.
I have a table. Hold on. I have a table.
Oh, you get the table? Yes, get the table.
Kayla has been making furniture, so
The Dudley boys, get the tables.
Also, question: by the time we're like this far,
Nice throw.
is Garn still invisible?
It's not finished, but it's made.
But it works.
It's a little pizza table.
Been in now.
Yeah.
I want to put someone through the table.
They're meant to be tavern-sized tables.
Yeah, but it
So-
works.
Well, if
it
it's like
works.
a card,
Reference
like
point.
Could
big
you-
card
Yeah, yeah,
table,
big
like
one.
that
Would you be
definitely.
willing to put minis for where she is and
Oh,
where
yeah. That's
they
true.
are?
So
Now see, that wall causes force damage, right?
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, bludgeoning damage. So you can position it to kind of just section them off real quick, right?
Nice.
Yeah, but there'd be a splash zone either way.
But I don't care about
But
that
it
way. I
wouldn't-
need the. I mean,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as they can,
Yeah.
as long as you can kind of hit
How
some of them,
often
put them into
is
a
that
wall, you know,
invisibility is one a
build that
day?
wall and let
Actually,
one
I
or
have
two
to
of
ask
them
Andrew a
go
question
deal
about
with
that.
What's
her
up?
and
So
that one.
for this,
We
does
can
that mean
prep
I
and
can
fight the
use
other
each
fuckers.
one of these
You know
once a
what I
day,
mean?
or I can
Yes.
use any one? Oh,
the
well then
spells
I.
are contained within it,
Boss.
and you can
Okay.
use
Yeah.
each
So
one.
I
once
can't
a day.
use invisibility again today, but
But
I've got
That's fine.
Everything else, yeah.
a lot of other good ones.
Sweet.
So, which I've got like fly, levitate, protection from good and evil, entangle, shillelagh, speak with animals, fairy fire.
Okay. So I think Orana does the water thing. We'll put you two to free. What's her name? Because either she can pick the lock or you can pull it off the wall.
Nemo.
She can pick the lock.
Which
Yeah.
question is he still invisible, or are we past that
I
hour?
don't think so.
Probably not. Probably past that hour. But that leaves you
Well-
to deal with the knight over there, which I figure is fine. It's. I mean, it's
We did that in what, the third?
I feel like me and you can
Encounter.
learn to be one of most of these things.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll get to put something else through a table at some point.
Yeah. And then us
What is
three
she-
can start dealing with that.
Tinkering with on the table.
From the bird's perspective, you
Uh-huh.
weren't able to see because you're
Too low on the ground.
down here, and it's up elevated.
Okay.
elevation.
How high on stealth do I have to just go in and kick her?
Probably pretty high.
Unbelievably
I
high.
could do
I don't
invisibility
think that is
again.
an
You can try.
attainable number.
You can always
If
try.
the bard could do invisibility again,
Yeah.
Well,
it would
with
be
invisibility,
significantly-
pass without a trace.
It would be significantly less.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think,
that's what I was
uh,
wondering, because
But I think that ought to be our game plan: is send you two to help that take,
Is this room like lit?
and then
There's a small campfire about like here-ish,
Lit.
like in the center of the room.
I can fix that.
yeah, well, we got to make sure we save the kidnapping, and then we can deal with everything else in the room. I'm
I
sure.
also have 10 feet of fog once a day, and Misty Step once a day, if need be.
You could Misty Step. Can you take someone with you on Misty Step?
I could only
No.
use it once, so I.
And it's higher level, so
I don't think so.
you can.
No, Misty Step is a one-person thing.
Yeah.
Dimension
And
Door
it's
can take a person
from
that's
my
of her height.
dagger, so.
Yeah.
It's kinda
Okay, so you can
nerfed.
Misty Step yourself behind her to try and pick the lock off of her.
Misty Step is a 30-foot teleport to a place you can see.
That's
Yeah.
30 feet.
I'm just.
So you could do that, though that leaves you the only target for possibly a round with the. Which one's that one?
Well, I think
The
we.
knight.
I think that's our entrance before anything happens.
Does
and
she have a table
whatnot.
in front of her?
Yeah.
Our
She
entrance.
does.
Yeah.
Is it a
the
big?
the halfling?
Yes.
Yeah, she's standing at a table with a shackle that is chained. That is
Well, I
bolted
fit
to
under
wall.
the table.
Oh.
the.
She's tiny.
If I'm crouching, will I fit under the table?
I mean,
You could
I
Misty
mean, you
Step
are very
underneath-
small,
I think-
so
I could fit under this table,
Yeah.
so I feel like
yeah, right. Like
It's not a table like that was built for a halfling.
So again,
Jeez.
he can fit under this table. So a half or a
Yeah,
Kinku would be
I
able
would
to
say,
fit.
Yeah, you could probably fit under the table.
So, see in the dark. See in the dark.
we can all see in the dark.
We
we
can all
can
see in the
all
dark.
we can all
Yeah.
see in the
Yeah.
dark.
And the only thing lighting the room is the campfire.
Well,
Which,
by the time I
if you're
water,
doing-
it's gonna go
Yeah,
out.
it's gonna go out.
Any
Yeah.
exposed
So
flames
we
are
need we need a game plan of what instantaneous is going to happen as long as we come into the room.
instantaneous. I do my water
Yes.
thing. She Misty steps underneath the table.
What do you want to lead with?
So I have fear, and that's a 30-foot cone.
That is
you
great.
can't get
I
away
love
from
it.
me, bitch.
would that be decently
well,
beneficial?
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
hit
I
the
mean,
table,
let's-
that'd be great. Garm, what do you want to lead with?
So the condition of fear, if something is frightened, it means that they cannot make any movement toward you. Attacks have disadvantage against you. And what is it?
It says when frightened by the spell, the creature must take a dash action and move away from you by the safest available
And
route
must move away from
on
you.
each of its turns.
Yep.
Well, the problem is we don't want too many of them dashing away because Kayla's going to try to hit him with that little wall of water, and that does
Well-
nice little bludgeoning damage. So
Oh, that's true.
instantaneous, we gotta kind of.
Well, it depends on what if it's away from me in the safest possible
And
route,
this-
and we're at the
that's,
entrance.
That's the door.
That's fine.
And there's a door they can't enter.
How far
They
is the
can't go
campfire?
into.
Yeah,
They
well, no,
just
we're
all
the-
corner
From
themselves,
the entrance?
Pretty much.
Basically.
and then
The
you could
campfire's
smack them with a wall of
So
water.
if I was to like
If we need
hug
to,
the
we can wall
wall,
them in.
like
Well, that's the
not
thing.
in
If
the room,
Kayla
but,
can
like,
like
very outside.
wall at an angle from the entrance to the wall,
Yeah.
That's a campfire.
kind of thing. If she
I
can
could
just cut them
like,
off
not
and
go
make
in
that,
room, but, like,
you know.
hug the outside of the wall so they still can't see me. How far away would that be?
If you were to about 20, 25 feet.
Like a little.
Yeah.
You're talking by the entrance, right?
Okay. Big waterfall. There's no like natural light yet.
Yeah. Without the campfire, there is no natural light in
I
there.
could borrow your sword and Misty Step of it.
We could see. Yeah, I just have to draw my sword and I can poof the flame.
Well, the water.
The
can
water
do
will
that.
do it.
Yeah, but then the water lets them know we're there. If we just poof the flame, they're like, "What?" And then she sneaks in. And
We want to be there. Is the problem? Like we're not just trying to get her out. We want to stop skin, deal with this, and then figure out the door. So we're gonna be there no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a really good idea, though.
it is really good.
Might as well just sneak
And-
around
and-
and,
and
then
if-
proceed with the murder.
Giving Note the short sword that puts out the fire and letting her Misty Step in.
Would be a good lead. I mean, the water's gonna be just fine anyway. They're gonna be confused. So I mean,
it
if we
also
lead
does
with
a
it
decent
all,
amount of bludgeoning damage, which would help
yeah.
take away the fact
fight,
that there's
yeah.
6 in there.
All right. Well, let's just lead with it. Let's see how this plays out. Fuck it. Let's
Yep.
go.
So, Okay.
Alright, so give me.
Because I'm starting with True Strike on the big bitch.
Okay, so. Your.
Order of operations.
Yes, that's what I want right now. What is
Is-
happening right now?
Note.
Misty step under the table.
Okay, are you taking his sword or no?
Does your sword glow?
Does
Or...
your sword require attunement?
Yes,
Also
it
that.
does.
It does.
Then no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
no.
why I was asking how close I could get, because I could just
Yeah.
go, whoop, gone.
Yeah.
Doesn't say I have to see the fire, just so I can put it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're wanting to Misty step in.
Yep, under the table.
Okay.
Her table, I
Yeah,
should
under
say.
the Tinkerer's table.
Right. Okay. I'd say you could see it by the time you make it here. Go ahead and
I love pre-fight prep. Simultaneous
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
fun.
yeah. What was your
It's a
what
freeze
was-
round.
So, yeah.
What was your very last spell or stealth scores? Because or how long does Pass Without a Trace last? That's a better question.
An hour?
An hour?
An hour?
Well, we determined invisibility is up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
if
we
the
have
invisibility's up, then Pass Without Trace is up.
And you guys cast that at your.
Is that...
Well,
Well,
kind of
you would
thing is
have
that?
to make a second casting of Pass Without a Trace.
I can do it again. That's fine.
Okay. And you guys did that at the.
I'm also
when
going to
you were-
Preemptively.
that word.
Yep.
Preemptively.
Yeah. Bark skin.
Okay. I would say that invisibility and Pass Without a Trace on the second casting would be up still. You're kind of rolling.
I would
toward
only
the
do
end-
it if we can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're kind of rolling toward the ass end of the spell castings, but
It's enough to get us past the first round here.
yeah, it's
so.
enough to get. It's enough for right now.
As long as it's enough for
Okay.
the surprise round, that's all that really
So,
matters.
you're still invisible, you go. She
That's
Misty
true.
Steps, Water Wall, Fear,
Okay.
True Strike, go.
Okay, make stealth check just one roll because advantage for being invisible, disadvantage for armor.
So, straight roll and
Just
pass
straight
without
roll.
the trace, so
Just
plus
straight
10.
roll. I
So
believe
plus
in you.
11.
27.
Nice.
Fuck yeah!
That'll do it.
That's a good time to have a
Visible and
27.
silent.
Yes.
God damn. All
You
right.
don't hear a damn thing.
So,
Don't even
As
create
you
wind
walk.
as you move.
as you guys walk this 5-foot edge of keeping your ass against the rocks, you end up making it behind the Silver Falls, which is exactly as it sounds. The river that is pouring off of this from the top of the mountain down looks like just a silver sheet. That it's gorgeous. If you weren't here to do something specific and shed a lot of blood, it would be a
It'd be
beautiful
very
sight.
pretty.
Yeah.
We'll remember this.
Yeah.
You end up walking
We're gonna bake
into
that
a
later.
small
Yeah.
opening
Open
that is
Yeah.
that is 10 foot wide. That
Vacation destination.
opens up into the cavern, the cave. And Note, being the leader, waiting for the group to come,
Coordinate
you
it.
are all basically packed into this, but you've rolled good enough stealth that nothing seems to be, and you can make out the shadows of the things inside.
Since I'm still invisible, they see like right through me,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you are transparent. They see
and I
through
roll
you.
well enough that they don't know I'm there.
Yeah, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, she's under the table.
Well, that's what I'm getting at.
Also gets
So
under the table.
as you come in,
It's
positioning.
Well, we discussed you going over to handle Big Dude because
Yeah.
Note's over there
The
by
knight
herself.
at
Yeah, I'm
At the tinker
I would
table.
Yeah, yeah.
put myself in between the table and the knight since they see right through me. It doesn't look like anything's wrong. So if he goes to turn to do
Mhm.
something about that, dink. Hi,
Yeah,
Frank.
that'll be where you're at.
Okay.
Continue.
So, Note, as you come in and you kind of make your way clinging to the shadows, and the cloak seems to kind of like almost pull between the cloak and the Pass Without a Trace. The shadows that are around you seem to kind of almost pull and just start forming around you to where you become darker and more blending in with the environment. You see off on the left the small halfling that is currently sitting up on a stool.
Would he
to-
even see her? Oh no, the halfling. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be working on something, and you can see from your perspective, it's this tiny little like brass thing that's about the size of like a golf ball ish, maybe a little bit bigger. She's like using various tools to like reach into this tiny little space and do stuff, and you can see the space under the table and the knight that is and like 5-ish feet away. And taking an opportunity, you pull your dagger and kind of point the tip of it toward underneath the table, and will yourself to be there then. And with a small, you are now crouched underneath of that table, and are the shadows still kind of clinging to you. From your perspective, you can see the far table over here, the bishop. That kind of watches over Skin, that is playing cards with these 3 other guys. From where you're sitting, you also see that Skin has a new toy. Propped on the ground, the head of it kind of digging into the rock, and the handle resting against her thigh, is a large battle axe.
Oh, she
That
my
is
bitch.
like that
Oh,
is
she
like
my
brass,
bitch.
bronze and gold in color. That she keeps very close, and every so often, like within like a few seconds, you see
I
your
have a
hand
grapple
drift
target.
down and kind of like adjust it, or always check on it to make sure it's still there, kind of thing.
If I had gone to the other table, I could have tried to steal it. But no.
So
Just yoink it.
where did
Yeah. Where the fuck my axe
so
go?
you are now underneath the table that she is. Garm, where did you say you were going?
In between the knight and the
The half-
tinker.
So with your 27,
And the invisibility. Yeah.
not no.
Not a damn
okay.
one. Yeah. No, I'd expect not.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Really glad
So
they did that.
Yeah.
being
Really
invisible as fuck and having a high ass stealth roll, you make your way in, and you're going to be here, right next to the knight.
Between the knight and the tinker.
Between the knight and the tinker.
Okay,
Yeah.
so between the knight and the
I do
tinker.
not
So
need
you're
the knight
just
trying to take
you are
the tinker.
you have kind of like holding onto your chainmail, right?
Yeah.
To make it stop clinking, you just and like a fucking mouse. You're now standing right in the middle of the knight, looking him dead in the eyes. You see the soft glow coming from his chest that leads up to the eyes, showing that it is active and just watching.
We're all prepped. I'm true striking the big bitch as I move through. So she's next, and technically order of operations, but it's simultaneous. So
Yeah.
It's within
You just want to do
milliseconds.
initiative right now. It is considered a surprise round, essentially.
Yeah, because none of the rest of you can do invisible, right?
no,
You're all just chilling here.
we're all coming in as the water comes in, kind of thing.
They're coming in behind the water wall because,
Well, yeah,
water wall.
Okay.
yeah.
I'll
Totally technically, but you know what I mean.
let's go ahead and do initiative, just to get it out of the way. All right, so
Yeah.
That's cocked.
Middle of the road.
Nat
Fucking
20.
A, let's get it.
Yeah, because if everyone at the table, you needed
Here
the
you go.
initiative.
Yeah,
Well, it gives me a chance to pick that lock.
yeah.
I'm pretty content.
Tap, tap, get down, pick the lock.
We're specifically wanting it to go in a very specific order, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking this is... Essentially, we're holding our action until the things that we need to go off.
Pretty much.
Because we want to make sure that you and him are in position before a tidal wave.
Yeah, it's pretty much happened within like 10 seconds of itself, kind of thing. Like,
I wonder if I can flip the table as cover.
That's what I was just
Probably.
thinking too.
Pull
I
her
don't know what's
down
your
and...
strength score. I mean, you rolled boss, but what's your strength score?
I have a 12.
Oh, nothing.
I don't
I'll
have
flip
any...
the table.
I don't have any
Yeah,
bad
that's
true.
things.
we
can just
sent
kinda
Garm
kick
with
it.
you to flip the
Yeah,
table
yeah,
Yeah.
to help deal with Knight, bitch, if need be, and then we'll just move
I
over
want
kind
to
of
suplex
thing.
the
So
knight through the table.
There's multiple
I'm
tables.
under the table.
He specifically
Yeah.
said there was multiple tables. Pick a table.
You'll get to.
we'll be all right.
You can suplex
Calm
something
down.
into
We'll get you into
something.
a bar fight later. Okay?
I'm a simple dragon with a simple dream.
I just want to...
One that you can't seem to hit.
Nope.
I've got a dream.
I've dreamed
It was
a
stolen
dream
from me.
of blood flying.
I was going more of Rapunzel in,
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
Tangled.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, double nines.
So if he can get in a bar fight, I'll lead us in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll clean up as we go.
We tried to have
Oof.
a little bit of fisticuffs, but yeah, didn't have
Big.
stats for it.
Oof.
Good.
I approve because you ain't gonna like what's gonna happen.
Alright. Where did all my people go? Here y'all are.
Need that gif of
I
the
was gonna say,
washing
they're
machine
all
of the
in
old
the-
man.
Mm-hmm.
25 to 20.
Oh yeah.
What's
I
your
can
modifier?
Plus the 6, so 26.
Holy shit.
I
Note.
rolled a nat 20.
Note.
I roll good.
Tiny stab make me go fast.
Yep.
I'm 21.
Nice.
What did you
20.
say you were?
20.
26.
26.
First, that's what she said.
Yeah.
20 to 15.
19.
Good
Nice.
buddy.
Nice.
What's your dexterity modifier?
2?
I'm tied.
Well, initiative modifier.
No,
would be
it's
technically what it is,
no,
right?
it's your dex when you tie,
Yeah.
1.
1?
1.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
which is the same unless you have initiative bonuses. So, like alert or
You could flip
Well,
that
my
guy to the other
cloak.
side and it would make it easier for
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Anybody else 20, 15? No? 15, 10?
10.
you have no modifier.
Nope.
Oh,
Damn.
Absolutely none.
sorry.
Big
You've got the
oops.
armor that self-destructs when you die, right?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Ilrana, you said you got a 10?
I'm just here for an enthusiastic
Yeah.
murder hobo session.
Oh no! Look at all those bad guys down at the bottom.
10 to 5.
I got a 7.
Oh, Jethro.
you know, he has a +4 and he rolled a 3.
Whew.
Oh, Jethro.
I'm just happy I rolled all my bad rolls at the start.
Oh,
I'm slightly distracted by how beautiful it is. so-
Yeah, pretty wonderful. Wait, guys! I'm coming!
I know, I'm still confused by how tall mountains are. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That AOL noise is still kind of...
Still going.
We're still trying to reboot from the blue screen to death.
He's on that last update of Vista.
Oh,
God.
Oh.
Why?
That's wrong.
Still on dial-up?
He really likes that operating system. He's like, I gotta stick with it.
Everybody's
Windows 10 comes in, bitch, you're mine!
Everybody's making their moves. I'm like, are you sure it's installed?
Yeah.
Our-
That can't be right.
It
Yeah,
hurt me
Vista-
so bad to be in school and everything else is still XP on some computers and
I
people
forgot that I
like
can
it.
pick locks with
They're
my
wrong.
mage hand.
They're wrong.
They're still wrong to this day. I don't
Oh,
care
well.
what they believe now.
Yeah.
Still wrong.
It still helps to be in there, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I forgot that I can pick locks with my mage hand.
You can also help be responsible
You're still
for
in a very
ushering
good spot to
her-
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So,
still.
You're
Yeah.
basically in charge
You're in
of
a
her.
very good spot, and the only thing close enough to hurt you
And your job is
Is on the
pretty
other
much
side
just
of
make
me.
sure she don't die by something stupid.
Works for me.
Okay. So, we'll do surprise round, but we'll do surprise round and initiative just to make everything easy. So no, you have.
Okay, but we specifically needed it in a very specific order.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I mean,
So
technically, no. Technically, this order that we're in is fine.
Okay, but you don't want to go in and take the bludgeoning damage because we're still in a combat.
Yeah, that's true.
okay. So we'll.
What's the save?
You're doing what now? Because you
A
were the
dex
first one
save.
in.
I am
I'm a +1. I
tapping
ain't
her
awful.
boot gently. Just tap tap on her boot. So she knows that I'm there.
Okay.
But-
So you tap on her boot, and as she's working, she. And looks down and sees you. She looks at you and she's got wide eyes, and she just
Good girl.
Yeah.
makes a slow nod.
And I
to
pull.
tell you.
I'm gonna also pull out my lock tools and like motion that I'm gonna pick her lock, so she knows. You know.
Good, Lance. Easy there.
Okay, go ahead and make
Steady,
a
steady.
make a thieves tools check.
Well, I didn't want to do it yet, but or should I? Should I do it?
Signal
Yeah, you
it.
go ahead and start it. Yes.
Oh, so
This
I
is
start-
part of
well,
Go
the-
ahead,
okay.
go ahead and make thieves tools.
Yeah.
What's these tools under?
Our surprise round happens all at once, kind of.
It's
Oh.
your
so-
it's your proficiency and your dexterity modifier put together.
Oh.
Plus
your
roll, obviously.
Plus your roll.
Okay.
So it's about as good as anything else that you do well.
Is this a stealth check?
No.
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 Okay, just making sure.
Proficiency, dexterity, plus roll.
5 plus my dex.
Just fucking
No,
wall.
5, 10
Plus your
plus
proficiency.
3. So 13.
Oh.
Mhm.
What'd you, wait. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, it was not a good roll. 5, 5, 3. So.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
I mean, they're
begin.
stupid. They're not gonna be the best blocks in the world.
Actually.
Feed me, you fuck. Cat. It's the same noise Julian makes for breakfast. Feed me, you fucks.
That's because I stood up and
So
went to the kitchen,
you-
so I think it's food time.
You
Not
put
Julian.
your lockpicks in and begin to start picking the lock, and you get to a point where you're on like the second tumbler. The first one was like fairly easy. You get to the second one, and you feel one of your things start to bend, and you're like, I'm gonna retract that so I don't, break them.
It's fine. You can try again in the next round.
Yeah.
It's going to be a clusterfuck. They're not going to be able to touch it for a minute. So.
Yeah, and you roll really high on stuff.
Yeah. So. Take the effort.
Garm, you're just chilling, looking at the night in the eyes.
I'm fucking ready.
Staring at Iron Man, going,
Yeah.
"You wanna go? You want some of this? You wanna tangle with or rodeo with this clown?"
I think he's doing that Jim Bro thing where he's like bouncing around him, but he's completely invisible and silent.
Very
little bit
enthusiastic.
of like, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
Speaking of thunder. Oopsies.
All right, Elrona.
Just reach out and smash.
They need to make a Dex save,
Okay.
which would be at
Which
Which one's
disadvantage.
the thing?
So, how?
10 foot wide, so
10
everyone in that table.
10 foot wide.
Yeah, huh?
How tall? The ceiling
10
here is like.
It's 10 foot. It's 10 foot. 10 foot by 30.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So. Yeah.
I mean, 30 foot wide. That's going to hit every.
Yeah.
But we're putting
And
the wall where it
and
doesn't
they don't
hit
know
them.
you're there.
Yeah.
So wall of water
Is
while they're trying to
disadvantage.
play cards. this entire side of the room has disadvantage. What's your spell save DC?
16.
And are they not prone afterwards?
Correct.
Okay. 16, you say?
Yeah, huh?
You're saying 16?
Either way, they're moving against the wall. Whether they're
Yeah.
prone afterwards is whether they're
Oh
successing.
no.
Who was that one for, Drew?
This guy's gone.
They're all moving.
The,
Wait.
the table's fucked. The
I was
table's
saying,
over
is it
here
extra
by now.
bludgeoning damage for the table?
Oh, the table will be destroyed.
I know, by their bodies.
Oh, you're asking if they
Oh,
get
yeah,
extra.
that's-
Can I get an extra D8 for the table?
You'll get an extra D6 for the table.
Hey, you take that extra damage.
I'm not
right?
gonna
So
complain.
yeah, no.
that dude rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah, he's
Oh, no,
he's
Richard.
prone.
He's
That
prone
dude
as
rolled
fuck.
a 5.
He's
Prone as
prone as fuck.
They are surprised and soggy now.
Yeah.
That guy rolled a 13.
Roof.
Can you
And then
drown
the big
someone
bitch?
with it?
No.
17.
He-
What's your thing again?
16.
16.
16?
So she won't be knocked prone, but
She won't be
it's
knocked
force damage.
prone.
So
Is it? Is that
And
at
the
disadvantage?
bishop.
Yeah, they're doing this at disadvantage,
excuse-
right?
Yeah. You're right. The second roll was.
I don't care if they
The
fail.
second roll was a 7. That one.
Ha!
Yeah.
She's down.
because he's been rolling low enough, he doesn't have to roll another.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but
Double 3s. Gone.
They're all prone and taking full damage.
Oh, this guy's. Yeah, fuck it. They have all been shoved into that corner. The card table they were playing at, flips up. The fire extinguished, gone. And they are all shoved against the wall. The table just kind of pushing into them as a giant tidal wave. You can go ahead and roll damage. Tidal wave of water just goes tearing in. You hear
18 plus
19.
You hear the halfling, you hear Nima scream in exclamation as water comes tearing through.
26. 25, sorry, 25.
25?
You ever been disrespected?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, That was. What are you two doing?
I'm doing fear, and that's a 30-foot cone.
Well, I don't know if you want to lead with fear with all of them
I mean,
being
yeah,
knocked
now
over.
I'm thinking possibly not, since they're all prone.
I mean, what else you
but-
got?
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
once the tidal wave goes off, you two have a movement and an action to.
It's sounding
Yeah.
like a lot of utility over there.
I'm
now.
moving forward too.
Okay.
After my tidal
Yeah,
wave
we're
goes
gonna
off.
keep them from keeping.
Full-
You know.
I mean, I could technically move to the.
I do have a
tidal
hold
wave, but-
person. We want to hold any specific person.
Big bitch.
I mean, I'm fixing to punch the big bitch in the mouth, so
I'll go help Garm.
and
flank
I
on
have
the other
advantage, so
Flank on the other side of douchebag.
Your full movement will get you here for 30 feet.
Okay.
Wait.
So I think because they're all prone anyway, instead of doing fear, I'm gonna shillelagh my
yeah.
loot
Okay.
and just
Take the advantage and punch one of them.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna slide it in.
The closest one?
Yeah, whoever's closest to me. Which it's gonna be one of these.
4, 5, 6. It would be one of the thugs.
Okay.
So you're gonna run over. Go ahead and make a small strength check just to shove the table out of the way.
It's 10. Can I leap over the table?
The table's pretty much gone.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just raw.
It's like pretty much just kind of broken into pieces. You're just kind of like shoving.
Okay.
rolling it
then
out.
oh, it's 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
So you get over here, and it's just a pile. Like, they have all been shoved in, thrown up against the same wall, and then collapsed on top of each other. So, Skin, her 3 comrades, all just kind of like, oh shit, get off me, your foot's in my ass.
Mhm.
And the bishop got thrown back into the tent
Yeeted.
that is in the far corner,
Okay.
and is nowhere to be seen. Okay, so go ahead and you're gonna smack him with a shillelagh.
That's 18.
18.
Plus whatever
that's-
shillelagh modifiers.
Yeah, that hits.
I don't know what the shillelagh modifier is.
And also your damage. and
It's
everything,
plus, so it will be your roll plus
Right.
your proficiency plus your charisma, because your shillelagh makes it to where you hit with your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay, so that would be 21.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And since they're all prone,
It's
everybody
technically
that
advantage, but okay.
yeah, you technically get advantage, but that hits. Do you
Well,
want to
no,
see if
roll-
you get
yeah,
a
roll the
natural
20.
See if
Roll
you
the
get a
20.
natural 20.
Damn, good try.
17.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You still hit, so go ahead and roll
Yeah.
your D8 plus your charisma.
Okay. So D8. 8. And then plus 3, so that's 11.
Bonk.
It does the twang of strings. because
Mhm.
it's-
And it's
Bagonk.
dark as fuck in here, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can still see.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay,
Nice.
No, we don't.
unsure.
Not a
I'm
problem.
sure.
All right, Morzog, you got your surprise.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna start beating the hell out of her.
How far does aggressive get you?
The more Zox
Another full
surprise.
movement.
Another full movement.
So 60 feet. I'm pretty
I
sure you
got
can make
60
it.
feet. Yeah.
Yep.
How are you now?
How are you now?
Oh, hi.
Oh hi.
Remember me?
Yes.
Can't get away from this one.
I
bitch.
am. That's a nat 20.
Oh, you fuck.
That's a nat fucking 20. This is gonna fucking hurt.
Riggedy wrecked.
All right, give it to me, baby.
I don't think
Thank
you.
you.
Whew. Haha.
Pookie?
12, or no, 8, 16, 20. That's 30 points
Jesus.
on the first strike, but since I rolled a crit, I can make another attack without having to use my extra attack.
Go for it.
So, was that 30 doubling your dice?
Yes.
Okay.
That was 30 doubling the dice.
What was it?
Woo, that's 8 on the extra one. So we're gonna go probably with no on that one.
What's the modifiers?
8.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
8.
What was that, a 2?
No, that was a 6. Because Great Weapon Master only gives me +2 instead of +7. So
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
Mine is 5.
So, second attack of the turn.
Sure.
Technically third, but you know.
Yeah.
That's,
Cock.
they're both kind of cocked. That was bad.
That's true.
I don't approve.
That's better.
That's a lot better. That's a modified 21.
That'll,
21. Look at that growth face.
ah.
She is our BF. She takes after her mother.
So 21?
Yeah.
That hits.
5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 22.
Nice.
Damage?
Yeah.
52 health points in 1 round.
I'm not done yet, big boy.
Turn. Turn.
Turn.
Turn. Again.
Oh, action surgery?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck
Jesus.
this bitch in particular.
Oh, yeah. Guess what? Modified 21.
Yeah, that hits.
21 points of damage.
Let's go again.
Let's go again. Let's go again.
When you kill her, can you like
You act like I'm going to be the one to kill her. Oh, that was a ride.
Oh. No.
No, that's a 9 this time. That was a 20, but it bounced back.
Oh.
Big sad.
Big
I mean,
word.
yeah, you only did
Big did.
77.
I only did,
damage,
yeah,
so
70
it's
some points of
fine.
damage, but yeah.
Plus the damage from that wave already.
73 in total.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Plus the
Tidal
damage I
wave
did.
damage, yeah. Oof. Alright.
So,
I'm a great time.
because I did forget about that.
She's over 100 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez, I feel squishy.
Yeah.
98.
Oh,
Yeah.
close to it.
Close to it. But that's top of the round. That was our surprise round, so
Yeah.
here we go again.
All right. So we're
Note
back up.
again.
We're back up to the top. Note.
I want to kill this bitch. I just
I'm gonna email Square Enix because I want some fucking music, but I really want Final Fantasy music.
Picking lock.
We don't have money to do that.
Lock picking.
No.
Damn, come on now.
I only rolled a 4.
Oh,
That's
So
without the
one less
modifiers.
than last time.
Yeah, so now it's 12. You have to make it 12.
you get to that same tumbler and you're just like, if I keep trying, I'm gonna break it, and I'm scared. And I don't want to break my tools.
That's alright, we got time.
I'm just looking over like
You worry about Big Bad. Once we get him Big Bad done,
Can I
then
do
you
that as
can
a
try and
bonus
straight
action
trick
as
the
well,
thing.
or no?
That no.
Okay. Well, I am also going to tell her that we should get down and here with me, so she's out of the fighting.
Okay. So you tell her that, and that's your turn. Okay. Warzog?
Let's go again.
Because you rolled fucking high and had surprise rounds.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Oh.
That one was not nearly as good.
Are you just great weapon master?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I'm not super worried. 18.
18 hits.
$20.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is her turn.
She's grappled.
Well, she's not grappled. She's prone.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could grapple her if everyone wants me to, but I feel like...
At this point,
you
it's
could
alright.
just sit on her.
Yeah, at this point, it's like, you need a break. Just calm down.
Just sit on top of her back. We're gonna have story time now.
Mhm.
Once upon a time, there was this bitch. She decided she was gonna break out of prison.
Lick someone's face.
Mhm.
Still mad.
Okay. So
Just lick her face back.
Yeah.
Make her equally
With the
uncomfortable.
poison. With the poison
oh,
breath.
shit. Okay. So as you run up to this pile of bodies and you find that one bitch in particular,
Mhm.
That bitch.
and proceed to just waylay the fuck out of her.
Oh, of course.
She you have your reset to stance. You know, take your breather before you go in for another round, and she stands up out of the pile of bodies, and takes one step out, and you see that her eyes are bloodshot, and she is like foaming at the mouth, pissed as fuck, and she picks up her her battle axe and is going. Where the fuck did my dice go? And is going to. That's a. Oh, here it is. That's a 28 to hit.
Sure.
That's a 17, 18 points of damage.
Oh boy. Be still, my beating heart.
And is gonna go again. Uh, 28 again.
Sure.
$13 points, 14 points of slashing damage.
Okie doke.
That will be your turn, Gar.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Before you go, after you tap on her boot to tell her to get under, she shakes her head, she nods her head, puts down what she's working on, grabs another, and screams, "If you want these so bad, then have them!" And chucks one of the little
Nice.
Sweet.
small balls.
I like this girl.
And where did that go?
Better not have hit me in the back of the fucking head.
That string right there just bounces.
Oh, okay.
We'll have to have a discussion later.
So she chucks them at the pile of bodies. Doesn't roll very well. Ends up like overshooting and hitting the wall behind it, where it lets off a like it lets off an explosion when it makes contact with the wall. That's a little smaller than the full bag of powder that you guys have been letting off, or let off. Yeah. So almost like an impact grenade. She chucks it, it hits the wall, and just. And then she immediately drops down and hides under the table with you. Gar, now it's your turn.
Bored now, stabby. Bored now, swing.
Okay, so attacks break invisibility. So as you're like, finally, you pick up your sword. You're using the short sword.
Using the sword.
You pull out the Frostbrand short sword, and as you go to swing with the sword, his visage slowly comes back into being. So like as you're taking the swing, you just see
That's cool.
you starting to come back into visibility. So go ahead and roll an attack.
Is it like surprised?
I say, is this
Yes,
at advantage?
it is surprised. Because whenever that happens, he looks over and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over there." Has no idea you're there.
I like some advantage. Advantage is nice. That's a modified 20.
Nice.
20 hits.
Says smite time.
What level?
2.
Okay.
Always 2. I'm still learning how to use this a little bit. Yeah. So that's this. You can go away. Dad, I need this and this. Okay. I need this. And this one. And I need an 8.
No smite slap.
Jonah's turn. This, and I need this, and this, and this.
Need a lot of things.
hit you with this, give it this, it's now this. It's
Shit.
like, cool, I need a number though.
Jonah giveth.
So,
This.
10, 12, 15, 16, 19.
19.
6 radiant, 6 cold, 4 slashing.
Okay, he has no resistances to anything. So.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna round it up then.
Total.
And I'm gonna swing again.
Okay.
But this time it knows I'm there.
So it's just a normal.
10.
10 does not hit.
Ah, well, okay, I'm done.
You took the first strike at it, it cut through the chest armor, and whenever you go for the backhand one, it like catches your forearm.
You did do that at advantage, right?
Did the first one at advantage?
I mean,
not
technically
quite
he's
on
not
the other
pro.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking
Yeah.
flanked. I'm not quite on the other
Oh,
side.
yeah.
Okay. So the one that you hit with a shillelagh there, Jethro, he stands up and picks up pulls out a short or a sword that he had on his belt and rolls a modified 20 against you.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. I don't have any dice. I don't have any dice. That is 7 damage to you.
Okay.
And gonna go again. That's a 8.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay. So now it is Elrana's turn.
Okay. Get on the other side so I can have flanks.
Block him off. Kind of sub.
And then smack him with a stick.
Are you shillelaghing or just gonna hit him with a stick?
Shillelagh takes a turn.
It's a bonus action to shillelagh.
Bonus. Is bonus
It's a bonus action to shillelagh.
Okay. Yeah. Bonus action and then
Alright, go ahead and make an attack roll.
advantage. Which one is that?
Hi.
Oh.
Zoe. Got a little worked up there.
Oh!
That was same thing as mine. It's a ride.
Fine. Wait a minute.
What'd you roll?
It's gonna be a
'Cause
16.
charisma and-
For the night, 16 does not hit.
fine.
Okay.
Dink.
So. this
Would it
guy-
note be on the other side of the halfling, as she is underneath the table?
I'm in the corner.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah, but wouldn't she be on the?
Well, I just hadn't moved her, so my roll.
Oh, I see. I was in the
Yeah.
wrong spot. I thought that the halfling was the
Yeah.
unpainted mini.
Yeah, the unpainted ones are the.
I
bots.
see. Yeah.
So these two guys stand up. One of them is going to go around to you,
That's fine.
and the other is going to go over to you. They rolled the same initiative. So the one against Morzog. There we go. Rolled a modified 20. Shield. And then that lasts through your entire thing, right?
That lasts until my next turn.
Okay, so. Nope. It takes 2 strikes at you, and you're just Kong, no.
I'm just letting the magic block it. I'm not even worried about him.
Or wait, that wasn't. No, that's not an advantage. So the first one was 15. So 17 to hit.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
17 hits. That's 8 points of damage.
Alright.
And then a modified 20 to hit. which is 4 damage.
All right.
Turn.
And it is your turn, Death Roll.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and swing with my loot again at the guy who just hit me.
Okay. So the newcomer? This
Yeah,
guy?
the newer one.
Okay. Oh.
I'm also going to knock down the wall of the
Yep,
cave.
yep. Go ahead and roll attack roll.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, I rolled a 7. That's not going to hit.
What's your modifiers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, close all your modifiers.
Right? Which modifiers are that?
You'd be doing your
charisma and proficiency.
Yeah, charisma and proficiency.
Okay, so 12.
12 doesn't hit.
Yeah, worth a shot. Always at it.
Bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
A spell or an inspiration?
I'm gonna go ahead and healing word myself.
Okay.
Let's see, that's
1d4 plus your
1d4.
charisma.
Or is it spellcasting modifier?
Yeah, focus my first. So I'm gonna gain back 7 hit points.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Whoops.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I just assumed that a couple of them went at the same time.
Yeah.
Are we
Nope,
missing
that's
that guy?
that's straight up my fault. I forgot to roll initiative for the knight and bishop.
Well, the knight wasn't doing anything yet, so. And the bishop got yeeted to the back of the room, so.
Not sure he's further on.
Yeah.
New. Oh, okay. So, I got a 15. And what was your initiative? Do you remember?
15. Or, I'm sorry, no, not my initiative. 7.
7.
7.
the guy above me rolled a 15.
Why are you using
Yeah.
blink ones?
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then it's.
Yeah.
This
So he was 1 point
Gotcha.
under me.
Okay. Just because I forgot him, I'm just going to go ahead and get him out of the way. The knight goes to attack you and completely misses.
That's what we like to hear.
Bishop.
Bishop got yeeted across the room.
Yeah,
So.
and the bishop got really low initiative. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So he's going to stand up and make 2 slam attacks. One was a. One was a 29 to hit,
Yeah.
and the other was a 21 to hit.
No.
Okay. So 10, 11, 19, 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
I did.
You're out.
Yeah, I only have 50 HP, dude. We're only level 5.
Alright. So back up to the top, because you did healing word, that's right.
Lockpicking?
Wait a second. That was the end. Never mind. Continue.
I rolled a 3 that time. I'm just rolling worse and worse as lockpicking goes.
Yeah, well.
You can give up.
Yeah, but you can always come back to it later.
She seems, you've hidden her under the table, she seems pretty well
Okay with it?
out of the way.
Well, if one of
And
those
she has,
things
and she has
goes boom.
fully cooperated with you.
Okay. I know this lark ain't budging. I suck today. I'm gonna join the fray and go over to these guys that I'm closest to.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do a stabber.
Okay. I'll give you the bonus action stab with
Okay.
your.
Advantage.
It's advantage.
You get advantage because of flanking.
Well, good, because I would have rolled a 1.
Possible. Don't know which is which.
I rolled an 11.
So,
And plus what?
Plus proficiency.
Your weapon.
whatever weapon you're swinging with.
Oh, let's do dagger here. Oops. So my hit slot. Wait. What am I adding on here?
Your proficiency and your dexterity modifier.
Which dagger? They're both the same. +9.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. It said hit DC, and I wasn't sure if that was what I was adding or not. So it would be modified 20.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then Misty Dagger is
And you
1d6.
get sneak attack with this because you had advantage.
Is +6. 2, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23.
23. Okay. The knight goes down. Oh.
Little Bobby Knight.
Yeah, the knight goes down.
Take him out of initiative.
That lasted long.
You got one swing and missed. Alright. Morzog, go ahead and make a death saving throw, please.
12.
Pass. Okay then. So as Morzog goes down, you actually see Skin turns to the guy who had stabbed Morzog in the side and takes a swing at him.
He was mind mentality.
That's
She was there or
motherfucker.
something? Okay.
Yep. Takes a swing at him and plants the battle axe into his chest. One of the heads just sinking all the way down to where it meets the shaft of it. And he goes down. So,
Can you just take them off because it's kind of crowded over there?
that's fair.
It's very crowded. Deaded. We'll remember the body.
Yeah. We'll loot the bodies, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do we need to worry about my gray one going boom or no?
Oh yeah. Is Nightblood gonna go boom or not?
The crystal does not change colors.
Oh, good.
That's the,
Probably very dangerous to
that's
have
the
in
wrong
here.
guy that just-
That's true.
That's
Huh?
the guy that stabbed him. The robot's the one that.
Oh.
The robot's the one
Okay,
that knocked
well,
him down.
Yeah.
She turned to the dude, not the
Okay.
robot.
The guy didn't hit me, so
Yeah.
She just killed the guy for no reason at all.
yeah, pretty much.
So that is.
You don't
Garm, your
fix the
turn?
DM
Yeah.
mistakes unless they make mistakes that harm you.
Garm.
I don't know. She can attack the big smashy boy, and I'd be happy. So.
What does that have to do? I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Big Med, me run up and me hit her.
Hit skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And before I hit her, I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Now me swing. That's 17.
17 hits.
Oh, 17 hits?
Yep.
We're gonna smite her.
Smite slots.
Smite slots. You know what? We're just gonna level 2 it because my level 2 spells suck.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a paladin, your spell slots are used for smite.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
There's no such thing as spell slots for a paladin. There's smite slots.
That's fair.
I need some of these and some of those and
Unless the spell says smite in it.
Smite adjacent.
Yeah, smite slot adjacent.
that's pretty nice. That's these 3d8.
Thunderous burning, or thunderous searing.
I have to write down the numbers because I just broke the
Vanishing.
pen. It's fine.
You try to turn it instead of click it.
Push.
They get smites outside of smites, which is great.
6, 5.
Well, it smites with bonus effects.
Nah.
Like banishment.
Oh my.
Banishing
big,
smite's the
loud
most
noise.
ridiculous thing
So good,
ever.
9, 12. And that's also 2d6 thunder damage. Okay.
Do they have to make a saving throw against that, or is
Yes.
that just added damage?
It's added damage and a saving throw,
Okay.
which I will get to in a minute after damage.
Alright.
Well, because the thundering it matters for the saving throw because it'll be half. So let him roll
Oh.
his save and then you do your math.
Yeah,
What's your DC?
okay. I have to see what it is. I'm looking.
I'm sure it's better than that.
Maybe.
Is a creature must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away. And my DC is.
It'll say on the spell if
it
you're
will.
on D&D Beyond.
13.
She just fails. She got an 11, so
Still counts.
push
So,
10
full
feet
damage.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for the damage if I
She-
succeed or fail.
She doesn't have that
that's
much
for the
room.
push. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead and add a D6 of damage on top.
For hitting the wall.
Yeah, for smacking the wall.
For smacking the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it also makes a very loud noise
Sure.
that can be heard from the entire. No. Okay, sure. Damage is damage. I'm not writing down that.
Alright, what's your numbers?
11 plus 12.
23.
23.
So 37.
37.
Awesome.
There we go. Add to the damage pool.
Fuck. How do you want to do this?
Hey!
How do I want to do this?
Yeah.
We take heads in this party.
Yeah, I want her head. I want. That's a very large ant. Sorry, distracted.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Excuse me. You don't pay rent.
You didn't know.
Yeah, how do you know? Maybe he contributes
you
in some
ask?
way.
Um.
How many?
It's
How
not
many dice did I roll? A lot.
Lot.
That many pieces.
Okay.
A big mad.
So
But we need the.
you.
The head will stay in one
You
piece.
swing. You swing for the neck, as she brings up her axe to try to defend, but the short sword gives you that extra speed you need to be able to cleave through clean, just super clean on the neck. And as you get through the entirety of the throat, the thunderous smite goes off. And you see the head fly up to the ceiling and the body fly 10 feet back, both smacking the ceiling and wall respectively. Where this,
Shush. Shush.
just caved in, this caved in head just goes right down in front of you, and the body is just plastered against the wall. You see a small outline of blood where it kind of got flung, and it falls over in just a heap.
I am just so proud of myself. I'm just gonna roar.
So all of you hear a loud booming sound
No, I don't.
that that echoes through this entire cave, like you're sitting in the middle of a
He wakes me
thunderstorm.
up
For
like a
reference,
hole.
it could be heard from 300 feet.
Yeah,
Did
it's...
you also take her off initiative?
No.
Dead bitch.
You did, bitch.
You are unsure if anybody heard.
Oh,
I
someone
have a
heard.
big feeling someone heard.
Yeah,
and I'm
we're not
really
worried about that
excited
right
about
now.
And as the body falls, her axe just clatters to the ground.
Neat. So, something I
Sure
forgot
as
to
fuck
do
taking that.
might have not have let you have your turns. But I remember to do it now, and that's what matters. If I can find
God,
it. So because I hit something with Smite, Channel Divinity, Inspiring Smite,
Ooh.
Which is?
I can distribute temporary hit points.
Ooh. I'll take it.
Well, that
Okay.
counts.
Does
Yeah,
that, does
They
that
count. Any
Does
hit
that
points
count,
count.
right?
Yeah, any hit points count.
says any creature I can see, or any creature that I want. Fix?
It counts. Any hit points count.
I'll have to look that up, but I'll give it to you
Yeah.
because I don't know otherwise. But I'll look that up.
Yeah. I can use Channel Divinity.
That wasn't the part of the question. The question is do temporary hit points still count as healing for someone who is making death saving throws?
Yeah. Which you may not be able to find. That may not be. You never
Yeah.
know.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. How many hit points?
2d8 plus 5. Divided
damn.
among whoever I want. It's,
Oh, okay.
I can divide it up,
Roll your dice.
split it
Roll
up.
the dice, figure out your number, and divide.
Hey, it's a nice even number, so that's nice. So that's 12. Let's just put all the guys on the ground.
Sure.
Maybe he'll block an attack, I don't know.
Here's what we'll do. For reference, I'm just gonna go say it. I passed that, so it fixes my shit here.
And you're still on the
Will
ground. so
give me
maybe he'll
one
ignore
hit point.
So, what it says is that because temporary hit points are separate from your actual hit points, they or no, where did I just see that? Oh, if you have 0 hit points, receiving temporary hit points doesn't restore you to consciousness or stabilize.
Aw.
Okay.
They make it
Okay.
to where you can still absorb damage.
So it
That's fucking stupid.
But only true healing can save you.
That's okay. That's fine.
Okay, so I got a 12 then.
so you can take 12
Well, I've
points
already-
of damage
Well-
without having to make a death save throw.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is what that equates to.
Well, I've already ruled that he can have it this go, but going on, then
Yeah.
we know the
I
ruling
mean,
now.
either way's fine.
I can just split it up another way. It's not like it's a big deal to me.
I've already ruled it's okay. You got it off of a kill. I'm gonna give it to you.
He was so inspired by
Yeah.
your smite that he.
I'm so fucking
Well, I heard
pumped.
The
no,
thundering.
my thing was,
Yeah,
is
the
that,
thunder
especially when I heard
that's
that,
what it is.
was the thundering, and he's waking me up like the Hulk waking Tony Stark up. Just, That's exactly how I felt.
Which,
that.
after the thunder goes off and that sound dies down, you just hear him just.
Okay, so you have 12 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
I think you like wake up, see
I
your bed, and
get
you're
to,
like,
I get to attack again.
You do?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
That guy that I have advantage on.
This bitch is dead.
That
so
bitch
you
is
still
in a
now.
lot of pieces. See that guy that I have advantage on? Yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
I'm gonna hate him.
I'm gonna hit him real good. Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm gonna hit him real good. That's 23.
Yeah, that hits.
We'll just
I'm just saying, when it comes to these other little dudes, that 25 damage you did with the tidal wave sucked.
Yeah. Hey, it's a great way to start fighting.
Blaze, why must you get into everything?
Blaze is an asshole.
an agent of chaos.
Hey, fuck it. I got
True
plenty
chaos.
of smite slots.
Cat.
Let's just let her rip.
Let her rip, Tater Chip.
That's really nice. So, 20
20 damage?
all together.
That's alright. It ain't gonna matter. That bishop's gonna hit me and knock me back down again.
Yeah. That guy's gone.
Dead right to the Shadow Realm. That's where I want him.
Right to the Shadow Realm.
I'm done now.
Okay.
Very
Um,
productive turn.
Very
Yeah.
productive turn.
So this guy's gonna take one more go at you.
Dope.
Try.
Try.
That's 15.
That's my armor class.
Oh.
Just enough.
Damn.
Woohoo! 4.
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
I'll take 4.
So, if they hit what your armor class
That
is,
was-
It hits.
Okay.
Hits on a tie.
It's on time.
And that
Fighters
one,
win.
that was a 6.
Okay.
So,
Whoa.
Elrona, back to you.
I'm going to go up to Morzog. Feed that bitch a potion.
Hey.
Wakey eggs and get the fuck up.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Stay on the ground so maybe the thing ignores you.
It ain't gonna ignore me very long, I'm sure.
Let it ignore you before you get a turn.
Hopefully. Or just
I don't
miss
know.
my armor class, but I mean, you're gonna roll a 29, it's gonna hit me, so.
Actually, yours is D&D Beyond.
What, mine?
Yeah.
What you need?
No, I was loot.
Oh,
Missed it.
well, you can give it to me and I can add it later, kind of thing.
No, I'm feeding it to you.
Not you, talking to him, sorry. Well, say,
I
you need to
already-
pull out one of my potions? I have a potion.
No, I'm trying to figure out what potion it is that we got.
Chiba.
I believe it was a greater.
One regular healing potion.
I
Oh,
have
okay.
the greater.
He has a regular. I have a regular.
Okay, so you
So-
have a regular.
What's a regular? It's on the far left-hand side,
Me.
very corner.
We see behind the glass!
Shut up!
We see behind the
Oh
glass!
god, it's markers.
2.
Quick,
Two-
steal shit!
It's 2d4 plus 2.
That's my job.
You need D4s? I got D4s.
My job is
yeah.
having fun right now.
I can't-
I'm having
there
a
it is.
great fucking
I
time.
have a pretty purple blue one.
It did me right. I'm happy. Yours did you wrong. Mine did me right.
6.
Yay! I take them.
Actual hit points.
Actual hit points. Make everything true again.
Theoretically, by how that goes, since you received that true healing from the potion, you still have the.
That's how I just did
yeah.
it. Because the way I did it, I gave me 1 hit point and the rest were all temp. So
Sure.
not like it really matters. It all
Yeah, sure,
all
sure.
goes away in the end.
Order's a little jank, worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Does it say how long those temporary hit points last?
You know, it doesn't.
Okay, so you have them until you finish a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It probably does in like the book, but
No.
not on this little page I have.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Is that a bonus action? Do you do the determination that cantrips are bonus actions to cast regardless of if they're action or not?
if the spell says it's a bonus action, then it's a bonus action.
There we go. Okay, thank you.
I'm going off of spell's actual casting time.
I used all my stuff. I used most
He
of my
don't need to
things.
give us free cantrips. It's Mulder with fucking
No.
with people.
That's it. That's all I got.
So as he is still on the ground.
Well, hello there. He's
What do you
picking on me.
General Kenobi. No,
The bishop moves over to you, Elrona.
like 6 Mountain Dew.
Oh, buddy.
Well, actually, hold on, miscount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 Mountain Dew.
No miscount. What was the roll?
Delicious and nutritious.
No, the percent. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, breakfast in a bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
not those days. No more.
I haven't touched
no more
solid
breakfast in
food
a bottle.
15
I thought I was living it bad.
22.
Pop Tarts.
Kayla, what's your bark skin AC?
17.
That hits.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to pee.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're gonna be all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Thank you. I'll come at you like a spider monkey chip. Thank you.
15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not so
Thank you.
bad. It's a lot better than the 5
And
million.
the second one's a 29.
Yep.
That's better. $23?
23 points of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the suck.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, which one was that one?
That was the bishop.
That was the wrong dude. Or you didn't let Jethro take his turn.
Fucked.
You just
I thought
skipped
I did
right
that.
past. No,
No,
you
I've done
just
it, yeah.
kept on rolling shit after that guy
then
attacked him.
okay, I know what I did. I know what I did.
You fucked up.
So, Jethro, go ahead.
Okay. So the bishop's still up, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast a second level shatter on
that's
the
dangerous.
bishop, and that's 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, and he's made of metal, right?
Yep.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on his save.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Shatter's amazing.
Shatter's wonderful.
Oh well, hold on. It's a 10-foot sphere.
Just put it on that side of him, away from
On,
everything.
okay,
Yeah,
I'll put
you
it like
can-
right
yeah.
up against the wall as far
Yeah,
as I
there you
can.
go.
There it is. So he's got to beat 14 at
What
disadvantage.
level spell is that?
Second.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, so he's
Don't
got
wanna say what
he's got to be a 14
14 at
Um,
disadvantage.
at disadvantage.
That's
Yeah.
seriously what the spell says?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, dude.
That's
Because
crazy.
he's
Shatter's
because he's made
amazing.
of metal. It's stone, crystal, or metal.
1 or 20.
The fuck?
1.
Ah, you fuck.
Yay.
Okay, so
Yeah, anybody wearing plate mail, shatter, and heat metal are your best friends.
Yes, pretty much.
I did
also
not
heat
know that
metal.
Shatter did that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Cooking book.
So
What?
Cooking book.
Yep, cook and
Yes.
book.
that's 11
I heard cook a
damage.
mook, and I'm like, both yes.
11 damage.
Yep.
What the mooks ever do to you?
Kiara.
Well,
No.
if you read my rogue's backstory, they killed my family, resurrected them, and then killed them again.
Fair.
Edge. Anyway. I'm
So-
gonna go to work early, so.
Have fun.
Go ahead and take back your damage that was dealt because of my fuck up. But when you
Oh.
cast a first level spell or higher, it moves without attack of opportunity
Rude.
and makes 1 attack,
I'm so sorry if I could squeeze it.
which
Oh,
it
yeah,
did shit on.
Oh, well, that's
Shit on
cool.
him.
Yeah.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why did it make God do that?
Halo of spores. He moved within 10 feet.
Did I do it?
I get the fuck.
It's not a lot of damage, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for what's about to occur.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Way to play into the stereotype.
Just it's, that meets my
Just
explosive
makes
DC.
it okay.
Bitch.
Mad.
He did the thing, he failed, now it's back to
Yeah,
no.
did his special ability.
Yeah.
That was out of turn.
Probably just won't pick on Jethro here.
Yep. Sorry, bud. 24?
Yeah.
Does 24
Why?
hit? Is that
Yeah.
a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, buddy?
Because you
fix
like to
it.
be a dick
Yeah.
as a DM and say the number.
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll fix it somewhere.
Post combat.
20. 23
You broke it.
points of damage?
I can still fix it though.
Like, I get hit for 23?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
Silly games back.
Okay.
I said he keeps wanting to play silly games. I won't keep playing silly games back.
Garm,
Let's get it.
27.
You got it. That's the top of my screen all the time. If I wasn't retarded, I'd look first.
Mm-hmm.
It's my head hurts.
Come on, Drew, math.
28 points of damage.
28. Ouch.
But Jethro said he just got nerfed.
My head really does hurt. It's making it hard for me to concentrate. Okay, back up to no.
I'm gonna go. Can I make it over to do some stabbing?
You can bonus action dash.
Yeah, you can. You can make it without dashing.
Okay, good.
I was like, pick a butt.
Stabbing.
Pick a cheek. Go ahead.
No. Divide the cheeks.
Divide my cheeks.
So first one is with advantage.
I love Tarkov.
15 or
Stop it. Stop it.
Or two. No, okay, nope.
so. And that is my plus my hit DC, right?
23.
So
Yeah, it's like 8 or 9.
Yeah, 23.
23 hits.
Okay.
And then all the dice.
All the dice. Just roll all of them.
Oh.
Yeah, no, hold
wait.
on, just all the dice.
What do you need for sneak
Yeah.
attack?
Oh, sneak attack? I got it.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
all
you
at
go.
once.
Sneak attack.
ASMR.
Mm-hmm.
Shiny math doors make nice click like sound.
22.
22 damage?
Boss.
Nice shot.
I don't know which one to use. I'm rolling.
Is he flanked? She gets advantage again?
Yeah,
For
but
flankness?
you only get the sneak attack once.
For
Okay.
the first one, yeah.
So you still get
Yes.
advantage.
This will still be advantage, but
Well, I rolled a 13.
22.
Plus
That
three.
hits.
And then that is my regular dagger plus 1 is 1d4 plus 6.
1d4 just plus
1d4
Yeah.
plus 6. Yeah,
so
and
roll
then
the d4 and
which is a
so
2.
8.
Yeah, but okay, that's a bonus because it's 1d4 plus 6. Then I have a plus 1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
It's automatically
It's
calculated.
calculated
when
for
you
you.
go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's a plus 6 and not a plus 5.
I see.
Or
Okay,
whatever.
that's 8.
8 on the second one.
Ooh. Oh, kicked a dog. I'm sorry.
Warzog.
Mm-hmm.
You've been fed a potion. You've been given a buff. You're awake.
Make me vertical, boss.
I rise.
Which bitch are you smacking today?
The biggest of bitch, but first off, I'm going to give me a little bit extra health just in case.
Bonus action potion?
No, bonus
Oh,
action.
Second one.
Yeah, second win.
1d10 plus your fighter level?
Yep.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. It was a 1, so. But
So 6.
still, yeah, I take it. Alright,
Going for the automaton or the henchman?
which one looks worse?
Technically, henchman.
Okay, henchman.
He is waterlogged and rubbing a bruise on his head.
Advantage or no? I can't tell from
No,
No.
because the thing that would be threatening him is currently knocked out.
here. Okay. That is 19 to hit.
19 hits.
$25 points of damage.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, good. Since I dropped his health to 0, bonus attack on the next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I have advantage on this bitch, though.
There's notes right there.
Oh, throw a double 5s. That's a 7. Next attack.
Yeah, because you get extra right there.
Yeah. That's cocked. That's a 14.
14 does not hit.
Yeah, no. That's my turn.
Alright, Garm.
Drop the other bad guy off since he got obliterated, please.
Zippy Zappy Casty Blasty.
Yeah.
Drop the other guy off initiative
Oh.
order since he got blasted, please.
Thank you. Okay, because that was the fuck up I did earlier.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, we're swinging for the fences here, boss.
Yeah, go for it.
That was a roller coaster. 18.
That hits. Just hits.
That just hits.
Just hits.
Just hits. Yay! More smite slots. I don't need these. These are useless.
Until you use them all and we have to keep fighting.
Roll the clicky clacks at once. Yay. Yay. 21.
21.
21.
You think so? Boop.
Oh, just barely.
Leave to sneeze here.
How you want to do this?
Nice. Both.
Yeah, there you go.
Just 100 hit points.
Just right through the head. Just take the head off and then kick it backwards.
Nah.
Deaded.
Send the body flying backwards as you lop the now empty metal head laying on the floor.
There's one beep.
No. Yes. Maybe so.
Wait, what did you say? I'm
Does
sorry.
does this one beep?
Does it?
Oh
blow
no,
up?
it does not beep.
Okay, good. Dead.
Putting.
I mean, we got plenty of time to
exploding
heat
bots
it
in
outside.
a small room with
Yeah.
a valuable thing is not.
You want to go pick the lock and let the little one free,
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and.
and loot the room,
Of course.
We loot the room.
and then we deal with the door.
Roll better.
Outside of combat, doing great.
Yeah.
Not under pressure now. You're calm, cool, collected. What did you roll?
I rolled a 13.
So you're looking at 19?
This is. What is this?
What did you roll on dice?
I rolled a 13 on my die. What am I?
Plus your
Plus
proficiency
your-
bonus and your dexterity modifier.
Plus your add-ons, it'll get it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
Well, so you just wasn't the great to start out with.
I'm on the wrong page, so.
It takes a while to get used to.
You go back again and you find that the reason you're having trouble with the tumbler is because the tumbler is somehow malfunctioned and is sitting in a weird way, so you have to like alter like the slight bend you now have actually kind of helps in getting it unlocked, and Nima is now free.
As a neutral statement, I am still dead.
In
Still down.
post.
Post.
I'm busy popping off.
Heal him.
Who's healing him?
I heal him.
Okay.
I would say I have no healing, boss. Otherwise, I would. I'm a fighter that I don't do healing.
Try to give me CPR, you just punch a hole through my chest.
Yeah, just wake up.
I do the opposite.
Yeah.
I'll do a healing word and a cure wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your D4 and your D8.
Okay.
Yeah, those bishops hit like a truck. Toot, motherfucker.
They're dead. There's blood everywhere.
15.
Fuck 'em.
Alright.
points.
Thank you.
There you go.
I am in a much better mood than when we started.
I just hear Thomas the Tank Engine.
We're gonna have to
music,
stop
just-
here and short rest
Okay.
before we.
Yeah, before we
well,
get to
How,
Try and
how
bang on the door.
intact is her face?
it's pretty, like, the face is, like, kind of smashed in, because...
Is it still recognizable enough?
I figured more he made it halfway through, then the thunder went off and her head just kind of went.
It was pretty much it, like, he got the clean cut through, and it just kind of, like, you know, slightly detached a little bit, but whenever the thunder went off, it just went...
Wait.
Wait, weren't we supposed to like bring back proof she's dead?
We'll figure it out.
What's a head?
Ish.
Most
it's-
of it.
Yeet her
to
body
answer-
off
to
the
answer
cliff,
your
pick it up when
question,
we get
her
back down.
face is kind of a little smushed in on one of the cheekbones. But, like, if you kind of maybe, like,
Get some light on it.
recontort it a little bit...
Get her good
then
side. Get
Can
the
we
good
just,
side.
Can we just minor
Reach
illusions
up,
so
Just
it
read
looks
her
better?
face.
reach
Yeah.
up through the top of the mouth through the nasal cavity and just push it back in.
Oh, I, think
I could just
finger
clean
puppet.
it. I mean, prestidigitate and clean the blood and stuff off of it, but
Yeah, you can.
Doesn't fix the head. Just
Yeah.
makes it. Oh my God! Put it back. Put it back.
I'll put it in the bag of holding.
There you go.
Neat.
You guys only have one bag of holding, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Between everybody.
We were just talking about this for next campaign of like maybe we just need one. That way we can have like group inventory.
That's kind of what we're doing.
I gave it back, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Nima sits under the table and she looks at you after
Oh, sorry,
you
buddy.
unlock her
I'm sorry.
shackle and she's like, "Oh, thank you. They've had me up here for a while.
A couple weeks from what we heard.
Yeah, I've kind of lost track. It's just been nonstop.
Making bombs.
Yeah."
Bombs. What's behind the door? Do we know?
I don't know what's back there. I see people come in and out every so often, but
That's fine.
when they brought me here, they brought me to this cave and gave me supplies and put me to work.
Well, she's, I'm going to lay on hands me for 10
Sure.
and Morzog for 10.
Yeah. A little bit of healing goes a long way.
They brought me here weeks ago and have just forced me to make these, and shows you the golf ball sized little bombs, and
I can
um,
have.
she mentions they're having me make these, but they say they have plans for something bigger.
Of course they do. It always has to be bigger.
But how did you guys know where to find me?
We interrogated somebody.
So there were 2 bats.
2 bats, a bird, and a lizard. Figured it out.
Oh God.
Your house is kind of.
You're gonna need a new domicile, but beyond that,
We oopsies.
They were there too, and they go boom sometimes.
that was bad. Oh, that poor house.
Well, that's gonna be great.
But at least you're free now. I mean,
Yeah, there is.
you're alive. You have your life.
Could she
I mean,
sue the city?
For
house?
damages.
sue for damages?
Whole
Take
next
that.
session
Well,
is
we'll
us
give
going
her,
through a
like-
complicated legal trial.
Yes!
If we loot, skin, and find more than 10 gold pieces, I'll give her 10 gold pieces and tell her
Yeah.
have a good time. You can rebuild your house.
Start her on our way here.
So, what you guys find?
I say I want to loot the axe. I wanted that bitch.
So you find the axe.
Hold on.
You find the axe because it's laying out, but make investigation checks. Those who are looking.
Okay.
Was it golden? Golden
It is
battle
like
axe?
a mixture of like bronze and gold.
My investigation's an 18.
15.
My investigation.
I don't
is
give a
good.
shit about the axe.
Mine's good. Mine's. I'm proficient in investigation.
It's
so.
probably bigger than I am, so it's
Not
not
enough to make a difference.
Well, this is just for the rest of the room. We found the axe. The axe is easy. We're investigating. To see
I got
what else is
17,
back
but
Oh, okay.
17,
18.
18.
15.
Oh, sorry.
Did you? I didn't know if you rolled or not.
19.
nice.
I'm just comforting the half.
Okay.
Just very,
Yeah.
very polite dragonborn.
Yeah, there you go. Attaboy Paladin. We're proud of you.
All right.
I your Christmas score. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
So
Everything's fine. The bad people are mostly all dead.
The people in the immediate
Morzok, I
area.
think you had the highest.
He beat me
No,
by
he
one.
did.
Oh, he okay.
I was 18. He was 19.
You find on
Also, my investigation's ass.
you find digging through these guys roughly a total of like 50 gold, about 10 silver, and like 40 copper
Okay.
altogether. Between
I
all
want
of
to give the halfling
I mean-
10 gold and change.
I say I'm.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
We don't like change.
I don't like
I'm
that.
I'd
okay
say
with
we just
change.
give over the gold. And
It all
I'll
adds
change
up.
the
It
half-orc.
does, but I mean, if we can keep it smaller numbers as we're looting shit, it's better.
So you're giving her how much?
The 10 gold and the change. So the
10 gold and
silver and the
all
copper.
silver and
Worth
copper,
of change,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So you guys are keeping 40 gold
Yep.
then?
No.
Your house was kind of
Yes.
our
No.
fault. Here
Yes.
you go.
Well, I found 50 gold.
50 gold, 10 silver, and 40 copper.
Right.
Right,
So,
so-
Give her
And
10
the
gold, that's 40 gold.
We were giving her all the change, though.
10 gold and the change.
I misunderstood.
Anyway, you, because you rolled the highest, find on Skin's body a key made of lead.
I just wanted to
and
take down the
is,
door.
I wanted to put
forged.
blasting powder in the inside.
You know,
handle.
I was thinking me and you just mold earth and let it fall.
Ooh.
I mean, listen, if you guys want me to just pocket the key, that's fine.
No, we take the key. It makes it easier. We don't have to do, try to do the fancy stuff all the time.
Morzog,
Yeah.
you find Skin's ring
Okay.
on her finger. It's mostly just well crafted. It looks like there's a small like jet that is like they made a little divot down into the ring and it's just set there and it's really tiny, but
It mentions a ring on the broken piece of paper.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
I don't remember. It's
It
been a while since I
says,
looked at it.
take this ring and follow Blonde.
Oh, well, I was taking the ring anyway, but great. That's nice to know. I done forgot.
It's a good thing I read this.
Ilrana, you find 5 of the tiny little golf ball bombs that she was making.
That'd be a fun play golf.
Let's play golf, yeah. Putt.
I'm thinking more top golf.
I'm gonna need the 3 wood for this one.
Okay.
Okay, weapons and bag holding.
Later.
Put anything that can fit through the hole.
I would like to take their, once he's done, once you're done, I'd like to make sure to take all their, like, daggers, the things that are being sold, and put them in the bag.
Okay.
To sell later.
So you get. Why am I always losing it?
Because you don't put it in proper places.
Fucking story of his life.
Then I'm awfully sorry for you.
There it is.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help
You
myself.
find 1, 2, 3. You find 3 more daggers.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just walk right into it.
3 more daggers, and 3 long swords. And then of course, the knight had an arm blade, and the bishop didn't have any weapons. It does have these like big, huge, like just fucking huge tree trunk arms. Yeah.
I recall that these shiny rocks were really valuable.
Oh yeah, they're nice to
Oh, yeah,
have.
the-
Loot the power sources.
What's his? We never went over all this. Tinkertab said that those rocks were like you could get them from one place, and they're
Well,
really
Eyes
valuable.
will cross
the
gem.
one that he had.
That he had.
Yeah. The one that he was using for the for his.
The
But-
Beyblade.
We
thing,
take them.
yeah.
We will take them with us.
Take them with you regardless. Okay.
Yeah.
2.
They might be worth a lot.
So 2 crystals.
Yeah. They didn't blow up, so we take them.
Mm-hmm.
We saw something blow up in the bag of holding, and next time we open it, it's just.
Can I go check the
2
tent?
crystals.
That was all.
It's true.
They
There's
got-
just a tent in the corner.
They got shattered by the bishop landing on it.
Yeah, the tent pretty much got fucked because of the big thing landing on top of it. But if you pull aside all of the like tent tarp and stuff, it's just a few bedrolls.
Okay.
You're welcome to search the bedrolls. I would advise it.
Yeah.
I could clean it first.
Oh god.
Aw. Oh Lord.
Clean search. Clean search. Oh, the lace is gone. Clean search.
So, do I have to burn identify on the axe? Is there anything special about it? Just golden bronze.
I could try an arcana search to check.
Do we have someone who has detect magic?
Yes,
I
but
do.
that's, I think I do, and mine's once a day.
I have it.
Well,
Unless
someone
it's
burn it for the
temporary, so it's
cave.
never
Yeah,
needed.
just someone burn it.
Who's detecting magic?
I'll detect magic.
Okay, you detect magic. The key and the bombs are not magical. The ring and the axe are.
Oh boy. If we're gonna rest here, I could just burn identify.
I mean, we're taking a short rest here, but everyone needs to be doing hit dice and stuff because we gotta go through that
Yeah.
door. And we don't know what's gonna be on the other side, but presumably bad people we're gonna have to fight with.
Maybe.
Could I investigate it with my arcana background, my arcana skill, to see if I know what they are?
It would basically just tell you that they're magical, and would maybe key you in on like just like
The school of magic.
nature. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, which
But
would
detect
be that
magic
one.
does, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It only takes a minute. I'll just go ahead and do it.
Well, if you want to know that, the ring I believe is conjuration, and the axe is enchantment.
I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, it only takes a minute. So.
Identify.
Yeah.
So the ring is called Ring of Obscuring.
Okay.
It's I'm pretty sure you can find it on D&D Beyond, but it lets you
okay,
cast
cool.
it lets you cast fog.
Because we need more fog.
Okay. Anything else?
She can you can cast fog cloud 3 times per day, and the cloud lasts for 1 minute, and it does not require concentration. The axe is called the Berserker Axe. Pretty sure that's also on D&D Beyond. It's a +1 to attack and damage. And whenever you are attuned to the weapon, your hit point maximum increases by 1 for each level you've attained.
That's pretty good.
Hang on one second. I have to... Because...
While they're fiddle fucking around, I'm gonna use detect good and evil just to make sure.
Okay.
Just a divine sense, detect good and evil. My extra sure.
Okay, that shows Celestial, Fey, Fiends, and Undead, correct?
Anything affected by the hollow spell, and I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
You detect nothing.
I detect nothing? Okay, cool.
They're all in a different room.
Now,
Making
You
sure nothing
peer
else
through
is
the
hiding.
keyhole.
is it a great axe or a battle axe? Because it makes a difference.
Great Axe.
I'm there, fiddle fucking weapons. I'm dragging these corpses out.
Dragging them where?
Outside. Just get them out of the cave.
Just you can check them at the waterfall.
You could chuck them down the waterfall.
Chuck them down the water. That works for me.
Yeah, okay, so he'll carry the bodies. I just want to have my arm full of heads, like the various heads that were removed.
Are you chucking skin?
No, we need that.
We keep in the head. The body can go fuck itself. Don't need the body.
Okay, so you keep the head of skin
bury
and put
the
it in the
bodies.
bag of holding, right?
Does she have any like tattoos or other identifying features?
She does have a few tattoos that kind of look like weird, like tribal,
just on her
like
face?
swirls that come up.
Okay, that's fine.
Her face.
But no, anywhere else on her body.
She
Yeah,
wants to
they're-
cut off the skin for identifying
Yeah.
marks to take back, is what she's trying to get at.
Gotcha. Yeah, she does. Down on it goes down
Cool.
her
Skin
shoulder.
tattoos are in the bag as well.
You want some of those? Okay, cool.
Prestidigitation
Oh,
in the
okay.
bottom.
These neat little corpses are getting the same treatment that my comrades did. Left where they fucking lie, eaten by birds.
Okay.
Slash whatever else wants to eat them. Don't care.
you fillet the skin off.
Uh-huh. With the tattoos. Everything else I don't care about. Just like the section with the tattoos on. See? Like, just this part.
Okay.
Everything else is fine. I don't want that
So
shit. I just want the tattoos.
you take samplings of the tattoos as proof, and then all of the body, including the automatons, you're taking their crystals, right? Striking
Taking the
automatons too?
crystals. Do we want any? Do we want the
And
mechanical
their
weapons?
swords. Their sword arm things. Arm blades, that's what we call them.
Okay, you take them off. You take the sword arm
Besides
off
that,
the knight.
don't care. Chuck it.
Everything else gets chucked.
Stop it.
Yay!
You had said something just a second ago when I
He
walked
takes the
upstairs.
heads.
I was just gonna carry the heads delicately and chuck them with him.
Okay.
We took the heads, but we just discarded them separately.
So all of the heads and the bodies
Put 'em
get
on
chucked
Like the
out of
bodies are going that way, and I'm shot putting the heads this way.
get thrown down the waterfall or off the mountain.
No, please.
Really happy they're all dead. Still pissed that they existed.
What was it?
You can't tell if it's an ant or a spider, but it moved.
Okay.
So it died.
Therefore, it did.
Not paying rent.
Nobody many bugs this year.
I put spray around the outside of the building.
Ah, makes sense. I haven't seen very many.
All right. So you now
Our
have your
We just assume everything's our job and do it. Because
Rescue
We're supposed to do a couple
quarry.
things, we'll just kind of do it anyway.
You guys are taking your short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys plan on returning her back to town, or
We're finishing what we came here for.
I mean, yeah, can she hang?
She can
Like,
hang
can
out
she-
here if she wants to, but otherwise she has to fight the automatons to get back. But I
Can we
mean,
put her in like a Hotel 6 with the door closed or
Yeah.
something?
You change the
Motel
waterfall. I mean, you just
Well, I want just Motel 6 here.
leave her in a little hovel.
I mean, you can put the
Opening-
Motel 6 in the
opening
opening.
big enough she can get out if she needs to with blocking enemies. Yeah.
okay? So you guys put her in a corner and just kind of use mold earth to make like a barrier to keep her in.
I clean a bedroll for her. Cause you know, nap time.
So we're taking
Okay.
that. We're taking that short rest.
Yeah.
So you make a covering for Nima to hide in, and sit amongst yourselves around the now extinguished campfire to kind of patch your wounds and, recollect on what it is that you guys are needing to do. And that is where we will go ahead and stop for the day. And we'll pick this up next week as you guys now sit in front of a nice thick steel door with a key in your hand.
Who wants the ring? Does the ring need to be attuned? I don't remember.
He
No, the
didn't
ring
say.
does not need to be
I
attuned.
could take it.
You have something that already does that though, don't
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, because
also-
you already follow.
Yeah.
So.
You guys level up.
Oh, good.
Yay!
Do you want it? Or do you
Sure.
want it?
I mean,
So
I don't
we
really
will.
I'm
Someone
more
who
of
will
a
remember-
hi. I'm
We
here.
will divide the
And
loot
he already has a bit, so yeah. I'll take it.
and level up, and we will see everybody next week. This has been Dex Save.
Bye.